Gamer here with episode 9 of the Intellivision show. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a like if you like Intellivision content, and please consider subbing. It really does help me out. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram under the Intellivision Gamer. And this week we have Intellivision news as always. We have a mail call. We have a homebrew highlight, and it is going to be on one of the fairly new games from Kote Gamers, Pyramid Warp. I'm going to show you everything that comes in the box, and we're going to play it. And this is going to be my first time ever playing the game, so you can see me struggle. So we're going to have a chat on a new Intellivision product from 8-Bit Widgets, Caleb. If you guys remember him on episode 2, great guy. He's coming back on to talk about a new product he has. And we're going to have a special guest here with us most of it. And we're going to do a 5-game head-to-head challenge with DJC. So we're going to add him right now. Welcome, DJC.
Hey, what's happening? Good to see you. Good to be here.
So first, we're going to start off with the news. And let me click to which way I got here. So I have a few things for you guys today. If you guys didn't know, I was just on Retro Bliss Gaming. They had a special episode. Normally, they're in more of an Atari-focused channel. And I went on with Mike's Gaming Gala and Brian of BD Retro Mods. And we talked about Intellivision on that channel. And it was a lot of fun, bring a little more awareness to a different group of people. I really enjoyed that, and we're going to do it again. So other than that, so we've still got a lot of great games available, some of which the time is running out. So we have Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. We have Napoleonic Wars. We have Xerion, Naughty Boy, and the Goonies. We have game music CDs, soundtracks from, on Atari Age, and I'll have that link up. So we're just going to talk a little bit about those. You see here. So Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, the sales end Sunday. It's the 24th. If you have any inclination to buy this game, please do it. But don't just buy it and send the email. You have to actually pay. So if you don't pay your invoice before the 24th, he's going to stop everything. And only the people are being counted that actually pay the invoice. So just because you got the email in, don't think that you've got a spot. Pay before the 24th. Don't make that mistake and miss out on one of these rare games. And, according to the people putting it out, there's going to be no more of these made. So the only way you're going to get one if you don't order one is to buy it off someone else that's going to be selling it at some point. So just go support it. It's a really great game. Watch Papa Pete's channel. You can see the gameplay. The game looks phenomenal.
It looks amazing. I got my order in. If there's anything I was buying this year, it was going to be that game. I'm not letting that slip through my fingers.
And I played Ghostbusters, as a kid, and I loved that game back then. Yeah. And to have a really good version, I've got this one. Where is it? Right here. That is a phenomenal packaging job. And this one was made with all the original constraints they had. So he likes to make things authentic back in the day of Intellivision. Now this new one is made with all the new bells and whistles, all the tricks, all the just everything you can get out of the Intellivision. This one is putting into it. So we also have 3 games from Opcode Games that are available for pre-order, and they're going to be shipping in the summer. And of course, that is Xerion, Naughty Boy, and the Goonies. And the Goonies is an enhanced version of Goonienuff. If you have that one, there might not be a strong will to buy this one. But if you don't, this is a good opportunity to have a great game, and it's an enhanced version. Go check those out, and I'll throw up these. So Opcode Games, as you see on the screen, opcodegames.com, and you can pre-order the 3 Intellivision games there. The link will be in the description if you just want an easier way after the show. I don't put them in before. So the next game we have is Napoleonic Wars. This one still has a few copies left. So for Napoleonic Wars, you're going to email homebrewinc@hotmail.com and just tell him you want to buy the game, and then he'll instruct you how to do it. There's not a lot of time left on that one, so make sure it's a Stratego game. And I have mine. I haven't played it yet. I'm thinking about having Brian on in the next coming weeks and have him walk me through the game. maybe we can bring in Mike of Mike's Gaming Gala. He was a big part of that game as well, and kind of go through the game a little bit, show off in the box, and go through the game. I know they've made videos, but I want to play it for the first time on the show, and Homebrew highlight it while it's still being for sale. Maybe sway a few of you guys, a few more people to pick it up. And this was for Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, and that is gb.orders2024@gmail.com. And that is for the Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. Now, again, this is for a cart only. The game is phenomenal. Watch Papa Pete's channel. You'll see a lot of gameplay. The game looks great. If we get to 100, there's going to get a CIB option, and that's what all of us are really wanting. So go order the game. I ordered 2 just to try to help out. I'm hoping to eventually have a CIB version for that one. We'll find out on the 24th. So the game soundtracks, if you search Atari Age, and right here, Neander's Intellivision Soundtrack CDs 2024, there's a thread on Atari Age with all the pictures and ordering information. It's 5 CDs. One of them is a secret one that I can't tell you what it is or show you, but it is really cool. I can tell you that much. And the other 4 are shown there. I will have a link as well to this in the description, make it a little easier. After the show, I'll throw all the links up there. And the next thing I want to talk about is Mike of Mike's Gaming Gala. He had 1,000 sub, and the guy's almost to 3,000 subs now, but he just recently hit 1,000, and he did a giveaway for GoSub, and he did a little, like the spinny wheel thing where everyone's on there, and he went live. He doesn't do a lot of live stuff, but he gave away GoSub, and Brian of BD Retro Mods was the lucky winner. And he says he's really looking forward to playing that game. So it went to a good home. Really cool of you, Mike, to give away a Homebrew. We're also going to do that here on this channel. All these game challenges, all the horse racing, all the winners, everyone that participates in something we do every few months, I'm going to do the same spinning wheel. It's the same thing that I use at the RC track giveaways for my racing. Going to give away some games, some items, different things. For now, they're going to be my own stuff, but I'm going to be getting things from publishers and from people creating these, and give away some other things as well. It can be everything from a game to a controller to, rare catalogs, different things like that. So there are a few expos. I've been watching, and there's so many good expos. I don't know where everyone is. I can't make them all. PRGE is pretty much like my big one. But there's a lot of good ones up here. So let me... 1 second here. I was a little unprepared on the links today, so hopefully you guys can forgive me being on the show. I worked, I got home, right to the show, and then got off, ate, like in a 3-minute, scarfed down my plate, and got up here and try to get ready as best I could. So first one I was going to tell you guys, let me bring it up here. It is Washington Gaming Expo. Obviously, it's in Washington. For any of you guys close, I know there's a few of you guys that watch that are close. That is March 29th to 31st. And let me throw it up here. Share screen. Oh, I got to change that for this one. There we go. So, Washington State Gaming Expo. 3-day event. You can buy tickets here. I've never seen a video, but there are a lot of people heading out to this one. You can see it looks well done. Video gaming, modern retro, and in-development gameplay. The Washington State Gaming Expo, 170,000 square feet. PC gaming stations, console mega stations, retro gaming stations, arcade and pinball cabinets, handheld and tablet gaming. Kind of a little bit of everything on that one. You ever heard of this one, Chuck?
No. I know Portland Retro Gaming. It seems to be the big one for the television community. I've never heard of this one before. I've heard of too many games, obviously, in the Midwest.
Yep. The next one was VGS, and that one's not till later this year, but I'm going to start tracking them. And, there's 2 ways to go about this. So if I tell you about them a week or 2 before or the week of, whenever they're happening, how many people can make arrangements, to to be off work or whatever it takes to go to these things. So I'm going to try to tell you about them and track them each year and tell you about them way in advance. And then I'll talk about them again whenever they're getting closer. And then I'll show you guys whenever these guys start putting up videos of the expo, and we can take a sneak peek and show off some of it for those of us that can't make it. The next one, VGS, that one is in October. And man, I can't even say this. Schaumburg, Illinois. Pinballexpo.com. Let me throw that up real quick.
That sounds nice because I like me some pinballs.
Yeah, that's it does everything as well. Pinballexpo.com. All right, good. I can just switch it that way. So here you got 209 days. Make your reservations. Do what you got to do. Pinball Expo 24. Now, this one's a pretty nice event as well. Make sure you go check out pinballexpo.com if you're anywhere close to that, or if it's something that you want to go check out. 100,000 square feet on the floor for this year's event. You know, there's a lot of good information on the website. There's also a Facebook page for each of these. So if you search Pinball Expo on Facebook, it's going to come up as well. Also on the Washington Gaming Expo, there is a Facebook page. Normally I would have had that up and showed you real quick, but like I said, I kind of got a late start today. So John Hancock, last week I was showing you guys about the SideQuest Expo, which it used to be known as PRGE Junior. So let me bring up that real quick. Now it pretty much has its own identity and it keeps growing each time they have it. YouTube, John Hancock. Sure, all you guys know who that is. All right, so here it is. Oop, I just saw it and then I moved. There it is. The Game On Expo.
I was honored to be brought out to the Game On Expo.
We'll just watch a quick little bit of that.
The Phoenix Convention Center in Arizona. Yep. And oh my goodness, this convention just
it looks really cool.
Better. I had an absolute blast this year, and a lot of it was the fellowship with other content creators and friends and new friends that I met in person.
We'll give it just a couple minutes.
I was really happy with the outcome of the show. I want to show the show floor. It was huge. And Game On Expo, if you don't know, is kind of a combination of pop culture, anime, cosplay, professional actors, and people in the video game industry, as well as lots of video games. PRGE. Absolutely huge. It was super packed. I'm showing some footage before it got crazy. And I just
he's probably in on the early day
to the show.
Yeah,
and
just
had a blast just walking around, talking to people that were fans of the channel. I got to talk to Happy Console Gamer, Radical Reggie, and John Riggs, and many more. It was awesome to hang out with Johnny, and he was just awesome to talk to. We talked about Megaforce and being fans of that classic 80s movie, and tons of video games and other things on the sales floor. Got to see some nice long box games just kind of hidden here. I think that was on aisle 400. There was, probably over 100 plus vendors. It was just everything. This guy brought up this really cool hat, coolest hat of the show by far. All the loose pictures from Street Fighter. Oh my gosh!
Hit my head.
Awesome. Jealous for sure. Great Street Fighter 2 hat.
I heard that anyways,
getting back, met Tony Cruz, who did an NES programming book. The link is below, and absolutely wonderful gentleman from Tasmania, and just a gem. Hung out with him quite a bit. It was also awesome to be around other Sega enthusiasts, Sega Saturn Dave, as well as Adam Korlick, and we talked Sega. They had a table by us showing off a magazine as well as other things. Sergio Elizondo of Sergio and the Holograms. He did the music for Block'em Sock'em for Genesis and Super Nintendo. Oh my goodness, he's so awesome. Definitely check out his music. And I really want to show these statues in the front of Game On Expo. Just one of my favorites, that Halo statue. Had to put it in here. Chris Tang was there showing off his latest build of Star Harbinger. And you know what? He's just an absolute legend. I geek out every time I see him. He's so awesome to talk to in person. me and Riggs and Radical Reggie, as well as Smash JT, joined us, and we had a panel, and it was pretty awesome. Some other content creators showed up, including Happy Console Gamer. It was so awesome. It was just great to chat with everybody and talk to fans, and it was a great panel and just had an absolute blast. And the thing that made this show special was the fellowship with other people. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I really enjoyed just talking to other people, hanging out, having a good time, had a real chill vibe. But, you know, if you went there for video games, systems, consoles, anime, cosplay, comic books, pop culture, you wanted to meet professional actors or people in the video game industry, this show was for you. And it really had a chill vibe, too. Everybody was super nice, and I really enjoyed the atmosphere, because it really comes down to, it doesn't really matter how big a show is. It has to have personality. It has to have vibe. And this show nailed it. I really just thought that this year was better than some others, to be honest, about the fellowship and hanging out with people. I didn't come back from the show all fried. I was pumped up and wanted to talk about it on my channel. I do think it's definitely in the top 5 of the U.S. for video game expos and pop culture. It's really growing. John Lester is a great organizer. He's a longtime friend, and he does a great job. He works butt off putting on the show every year. It was St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, so I had to wear my green, and so I chose to wear my embroidered cap. Sorry, this is just a one-off. It's too expensive.
All right, guys, watch the rest of the video. Go check out John Hancock. I let it go a little bit longer there. Apparently, I forgot to send one of my guests the link. I thought I sent it, but I guess I sent him the link to the live stream. I was up late last night getting it all done. And instead of sending him, you know, a link to get on StreamYard, I sent him a link to the live stream. I was like, oh boy. I'll be like sitting there like, man, where is he? So I got a few more things that I want to show and go over. So not just like big news, but I also try to bring you guys anything going on in the television community. So if you guys have anything, whether it's like a local game challenge, you guys are getting together with friends and doing something, you know, I try to, like, we have the bowling league, we have the Intellivision Facebook group weekly challenge. You know, we had Kevin on recently to talk about it. And, you know, everything like that. I try to bring you guys just awareness, whether it's a game coming out, a controller, anything in television, and some other retro stuff will pop in there as well. If you make something, if you're a programmer, a publisher, I'd love to have you on, especially if you time it with a new product release. Come on, talk about it. We can chat. We can get in there with chat. Speaking of chat, oh boy, did I ever blunder that one? I forgot to welcome everybody. First of all, I might as well bring on Caleb as well. It's a little bit early, but welcome, Caleb, from 8-Bit Widgets.
Ah, there he goes, working. Awesome.
You got a haircut since you last came on.
Yeah. I think when was the last one we did? It was in September.
It was episode 2. Yeah, it's been a while, and I've only just started doing you know, the full every week thing. So it's been a while. That was my second show.
Awesome. Well, yeah.
So I'll go through the last few things of the Intellivision news, and then you are after that, my friend. So
Awesome.
might as well bring you on. And so let's go through chat real quick. So Salvador was first. He messaged like at 1 a.m. I was up late. I had to go on Retro Bliss Gaming, their show. So I was up really late last night, kind of getting everything done and prep for the show. And as soon as I posted it, he's like me. He's from the West Coast, so he was up super late as well. Look at DJC's here. We got Schizo Leadfinger.
Who's that guy? That guy looks
Art
like
Big Fall. How many of you guys know Art Big Fall?
I don't know.
Marty Flamingo. Devastating Just Cause. Now we know how all these.
Now you got musician loving your show now too. That is awesome. That is so cool.
Kurt Bradshaw, welcome, Kurt. PJ Smith, my bowling partner. Damn it, Art's here. We got Pierre. Welcome, Pierre. He made it to the last one as well. And here is Salvador in real time, not the early Salvador. The Hoff made it. What is going on, Hasselhoff?
Off in the house.
Salvador says, my Ghostbusters order is in. Looking forward to playing this one. Yeah, me too. We got till Sunday to order. So, like I said, if anyone's on the fence, grab a copy. You won't regret playing the game. I guarantee that. Michael Hayes here as well. Michael, you working tonight? We got Stu, Hammer Away, and the other half of Go Game Go with Jeff. 8-Bit Widgets is here. Who's that guy? Eric Lamb, welcome, sir. New to the Intellivision community. He's, computers and other things, but because of seeing all of us, he recently picked up a console and a bunch of games. I'm going to be sending him a few more one of these times soon. I got to get with him and show him some of the spares I have, and he doesn't even know that yet, but I'm going to send him a few. Looks like I'll do a Go Game Go video in the morning. PJ says, nothing better than a good morning stream, Hammerway. That's true. If I didn't have to get up early enough already, I might do that once in a while. Go see. Salvador says only 191 days until PRG. I start counting the days as soon as we leave. I kid you not. Hey, Tim Linder, what is going on? Sibling Rivalry. If you guys have not heard of them, search them up on YouTube. Give them a sub. Tim and his sister AJ, they play games, not just in television, but they do play in television and other retro games. And they have a few drinks, and they're hilarious to watch. I look forward to the short every week, and then I watch the full video when they put it out. Great fun. Definitely go check them out. I'll try to remember to put the link to their main channel. They each have their own, but then they have their main channel that they do the show on. I'll put a link to that. If I forget, Tim, please remind me. We got Luke's Awakening, another great channel. Check them out. Luke, welcome, sir. Almost got through. I saw the number 54, and I'm like, oh boy, I forgot.
Look, you need to scroll.
Gaming Gala, hey. I feel like I just talked to you, Mike. DJ says Schaumburg, former home of Motorola. I had never heard of that town before I found that expo. Tim and 8-Bit. Glam used to work for the chat is hopping right now.
Slappy's in there. Good to see Slappy Marsden, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see Slappy yet. I'm not that far yet. Rick is in here. Boy, you're just you're on fire, Rick. As of right before I started, Rick Weidman is already leading this week's game challenge. I'm just about to talk about it. He's always near the top. We got Ruggers Customs in here. Hello. Thanks for stopping in. Check out that one as well. Lots of great products there. Make sure I didn't miss any of Slappy. Slappy does lots of great work. Great guy. This shirt is
my channel. If you look at my channel right now, I just uploaded one of the newer icons he did for me.
I like that one.
Me and the cow cat and holding a giant can of Tab. And then I have an alternate one with an Intellivision controller, but he is one of the best, one of the best artists here in the community as far as doing stuff and logos. And he did the jaw dropper thing up here, which you can't really see here, but back when all that stuff was going on. But this new logo is so sweet. I can't wait to start making t-shirts and doing giveaways. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, it looks good. I like that one. My logo on Facebook, I haven't done anything else with it, but Slappy did that. I mean, he puts out some great work. So, all right, I caught up with chat. So the weekly game challenge in Intellivision Invasion, if you have these games, you don't need to be able to stream. You just have to have a console and take a picture of the score. Each week, the winner from the previous week picks the next game. Kevin Schultz, watch him on, was it the last episode? I believe it was last episode. Could have been 2 weeks. Hard to keep track. I'm doing it every week. It kind of is all blending together. But each week on the Facebook group, if you don't have the instructions, he'll post a picture of the game. He'll post all the instruction pages. There'll be instructions if there are any for that game. It's so easy to participate and play. It's a good reason to play these games. I try to participate. I did not make this week. It was pole position. I know I'm not going to be very good at that game. Anyway, but okay. So let's go over this week. It was pole position last week. Kevin Schultz, the guy that hosted, actually won, and he had 20,260, which is quite impressive for pole position.
Wow, yeah.
And he beat second place, which was Kirk Kietsky. I'm not sure if I'm butchering that name. 30 points ahead of Kirk. So he went ahead and let Kirk pick this week's game.
It's close.
And Kirk picked Zaxxon.
Nice.
That was one of the closest ones I've seen, 30 points. So there were 7 players that submitted scores. They ranged from 5150 all the way up to Kevin's 20,260, average score being 12,359. So the current high score, Rick's in the chat right now. He has already the high score with 5 days left still. There's already been several submissions, 44,500 for Zaxxon. So if you like that game and you have it, give it a go. There's scores of all levels in there. Don't be shy. Just if you haven't joined the group, it's a great group. It's about 5,000 strong. So there's a lot of good stuff that shows up in there. A lot of YouTubers like myself and Papa Pete and other people will post links, new products, new homebrews. It's a good group. And that is the Intellivision Dudes group. So that's another guy that I follow on YouTube. And sometimes I'm doing head-to-heads with him. We haven't done it lately because in this time slot, it's really late for East Coast guys. So he's been a little harder for him. He's not one that stays up real late like some. So bowling. I really missed bowling last week. And off, so there's no stats for bowling. But this Thursday, after Go Game Go, we are going to go again. And this is week 8, the final week in the season, right?
So what does Pete have playoffs like planned for this, or
yes? But this week, this Thursday is the final week of the regular 8. You guys already sewn it up. We can make it close if we have a good week, but you guys have already won the 8-week league, and then after that, we don't know what it's going to look like yet, but we are going to have a couple weeks of playoffs. Retro Bliss Gaming, welcome, sir. This is the channel. Make sure you check it out that I told you guys I was on. We were talking about Intellivision. It's a great channel. I already subbed to him. It's where I go to get my Atari fix for the most part. Good channel. He does a lot of game challenges. He does one for Atari. Is it just Atari? Or are you doing arcade as well? I'm going to start participating in some of those as I can as well. Welcome, Sean. Someone else typed in right whenever I clicked. My buddy Sean is in the house. I've known Sean over 20-something years. He's also my PRGE partner. Rickster says, I actually picked Zaxxon. Keith picked Safecracker. Oh, I thought Keith picked that one. So, correction. So, again, bowling is coming back next week. So, mail call. We're up to mail call. It's a little lackluster this week. That's another thing, doing it every week. I don't always buy stuff every week. I only have 2 things to show you guys. So, it'll be short and sweet. And it's actually not Intellivision, at least this one isn't. The game is also on Intellivision. So these are Atari controllers from Retro Game Boys. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Intellivision dude. Every time I get in his live stream, no matter what he's doing, I say Pitfall, to ask him to play Pitfall. He'll play it a lot of the times, but this is an NES style controller for the Atari and I think the 7800. And it's a Pitfall theme. So when I saw this, I had to get a couple of them, and I grabbed a couple of those. Pretty quick shipping turnaround on these. I got 2. They're identical. So if you like arcade sticks, controllers, he makes them for a whole bunch of different consoles. And I'll put the link in the description of these as always. And the only other thing I have is my new issue of Retro Gamer came. I don't know how many of you guys get this or know about it. It is a great magazine. It comes from overseas. It's not exactly cheap to get because of that, but I love still having a print magazine. I don't like reading everything digital, and there's sometimes I just want to grab a magazine. So, man, I want to say these were like, don't quote me. I'd have to go look. They're right around 40. Really cool. I like these controllers. I'm going to be testing them out here shortly. It'll make certain games a lot better to play.
I got that. Remember, you were showing off that Astro Smash. What was it? The skin for your Intellivision. I just ordered one. And it's on the way.
One of these?
Yeah, I'm late to the game, but hopefully I'll have a video about it when I get it because I think I'm gonna skin my current modded Intellivision that I use.
Cool. I'm keeping it like this, but I do plan on getting another one and doing one of my consoles. Like pick one that doesn't look the best and then skin it. But for those of you that didn't see this, I showed it on one episode. I bought one, and I really like the print. It's definitely a good print, and I think it looks really cool. It's something different. And there is some posts on Atari Age about it, and you can also find them on eBay. If you're looking at, and there's different games. He's going to do different games, so you can skin it different. It's not just Astro Smash. So
they're going to be putting out more?
Yeah.
That's awesome, because I'll probably get one of each, because that's an awesome collector's item.
Yep. So now we got Homebrew highlight. So I started doing that last episode. So I mean, it's hard to see everything, but I got everything over here. All this stuff. They're all homebrews. And I can tell you that I've only played a handful of them, and a lot of them it's been ROMs. I am in a few playtesting groups before they come out. I need to start doing that more. I keep forgetting. It's kind of a double-edged sword because when you play them their whole way, you don't have that wow factor whenever you get the game. Like whenever I get this, I'm like, oh boy, new game, check it out, open it up, play it for the first time. When you've already played it a ton, you kind of lose that wow factor. I do like being a part of those things. So, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Let me see here. I have not tried that. I've heard of JZINTV.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the best emulator.
Yep, that is the top emulator for Intellivision in my opinion, and I believe that's what the Ultimate Flashbacks run.
Yeah.
So Homebrew highlight, I'm gonna try, and it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna show you what comes in the box. I'm gonna play it. This one's my first time. I'm probably not gonna last very long, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of gameplay. Just enough so you can check out the game, and then in separate videos I'll do a more deep dive into the games, show you where to buy them, the history, the collectability, everything I can find. I have a few videos like that, and I did Rick Dynamite, I did Space Patrol. I've only done a few of them. They're pretty in depth, but these are not designed to be that. This is designed. I'm going to grab one of these games off the shelf. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to play it, maybe a game or two, depending on how long, and just to show you guys. It's like I got all these games. It's a good excuse for me to play them. After a year or two, I'll have played them all. So this one is Pyramid Warp. This is Kote Gamer's fairly recent release. It is, let me grab a regular box here. It is a little bit bigger than a regular box. It's just about the same size in the front. So the box, I mean, it's a box, but I call it is basically a tray, and it has a sleeve. So it's not like your typical boxes. I do like the artwork on a lot of these from Kote. Try to get no.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, this game, I've been told, is pretty good. It's a puzzle type game. So there's a lot of cards in here. So I don't know if this many cards come in every single version. So this one is Pumpkin Trilogy. It's like a little collector card. And, there's another one. Miss Night Stalker, which that's funny. Of all the homebrews, I'm missing 2, and that is one of them. It's like, it's teasing me. Here's Aardvark. Missile Domination. Now, I haven't. Have you guys seen these cards before? Because this is the first that I've seen them.
I played Aardvark today.
Copter Command. Yeah, Michael Hayes says Maria has the thick box too. There are two versions though. Maria has a small box and the big box. There's a Norseman has the same thing as well. They call it a budget version. Yes, Jeff will like this one, Stu. He loves. I like a lot of the same type of games that Jeff does. Yep, Kote Gamers do bigger boxes with all their games. You can see. Let me see right here. These are all Kote Gamers right here. The recent from like the last year. They're all a little thicker. They're close to the same size, but they're a little thicker. But these other games, they're close to the same. And then you'll see the budget version. I'll show you real quick. So here is Norseman 2, the budget version. And let me hold up a regular game again so you can see the difference. So you can see it's definitely smaller. And the budget version, it doesn't have like a fancy box. It's basically, it's a small, thinner box. This is a sticker, as are the sides stickers. And I haven't even opened this one yet. It looks like a little poster that's also a manual maybe. And the cart. That's it. I don't even know if there's overlays in there. I haven't opened it yet. So they give you two options. If you want the bigger collector box, like a lot of us do. If you are more on a budget or just want to play the game, you have the option for the budget version. Or if you're like me and a variant collector, you have to buy both. So here's Up Monsters. That's a lot of people have played that one. Yes, they look good on a shelf. That is true. Those cards came in all their boxes. So every game that they put out has this many cards in them. Because, obviously I haven't opened one. There's Up Monsters. Hotel Bunny. My wife loves that
game ever.
My wife likes it. We played it. So I had a video where my wife and I played. She played Intellivision for the first time, and that's one of the games we played. I wanted to find easy stuff. I think this was my first homebrew purchase, Zombie Madness. I would have to go look, but I'm fairly certain. So Mike says this many cards comes in every purchase. That's kind of cool. I've obviously never opened one of their games. So after the cards, this is what you see. You've got like this little poster here, the overlays. I'll show you those. So here is the overlay.
Oh, nice.
Nice little mummy. Really, you got cool. Shoot on the sides, pause, move. Says Pyramid Warp, Kote Gamers 2023. Cool little graphic there. And here is Pyramid Warp. I know Mike loves this because they don't reuse game shells. This is 3D printed.
Those actually, I did all of those.
Oh, okay. So you're the one that did these.
I did. Was it Rick Dynamite? This one in Mars Minutes recently.
Rick Dynamite for Kote Gamers.
I had to glue them all together. That was a job. I tell you. I had to glue them, test them, plug it. Yeah. So, but yes,
so we have the right guy. We have the right guy on today for this one. They look pretty good. They're really smooth too. I don't know if you can tell, they are smooth.
That's cool. Got a shine to it too.
Well, I have to say, I was pretty happy with them, but I will tell you, I just recently purchased a bamboo printer, so I just pretty much upgraded. I basically spent as much on that printer as I spent on all my other printers, like 5 combined. So It's a lot more money, but the quality is going to go to a whole nother level. I'm really excited about that. So
that's awesome. So here is the little thing rolled up. If I can even unroll it here. Try not to bend it. It's like a little mini poster, and it is also the instruction manual on the back. So there's a little mini poster on the back. It shows you how to play, a little description, tells you what to do, which I probably should have read before this because I'm about to try to play it, and I have no clue what to do. So let's read this a little bit first. Move through the labyrinths of the pyramids, avoiding all lurking creatures. In each level, 3. Oh man, sarcophagi. I don't even know what that word is. Sarcophagi are accessible.
Sarcophagus, Sarcophagus.
Am I really?
Oh, that makes sense, right? Sarcophagus. If it's like a mummy,
it's a weird word.
I don't think that says sarcophagus, but maybe SARCOPHAGI.
Sarcophagi, plural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen that word.
I
So
don't think I have either.
not spelled. One contains a pistol, another contains a treasure. Retrieving the treasure opens the portal to the next level. Each time a new level is reached, a square on the right hand map is colored. The only way to move from one floor of the pyramid to another is to complete all the squares of the horizontal line. It's hard to read the glare, it's shiny. The pistol has unlimited ammunition, but must be collected from each new room reached and is useless against the mummy. The oxygen meter decreases as time passes. The lower the number, the faster the enemies. If the counter reaches 0, you lose a life. You have 5 lives at the start of the adventure. So that's what you get at the start. Let's see if I can get it up here. We'll show you the game a little bit here. Like I said, just a quick game. Show you the gameplay. Don't step on my box. So I have a modded Intellivision 2 console I'm playing, an original console, but it is modded. And I got that done at Ivory Tower Collections. Where is it? 1 second here.
Yeah, I need to get in touch with him at some point this year. But I got a 5200, 7800, and was that light sixer? Is that what they call them? They're not the heavy sixer, but it was the one that sort of like anyway. To get all those composite modded, because I have a 2600 I bought with one of the cheap composite mods, and I couldn't stand it. It was like all faded looking, and it just looked awful. I was like, I need to get another one. So that'll become my synth cart dedicated one. I don't care about like graphically, visual doesn't matter because it'll be an instrument, not a
So I promise you will not be disappointed when you deal with Jesse. It's great from start to finish. Great guy, does great work. He does all the stuff for Atari Age and at their booths for PRGE, several other collectors. He makes a video each time of your specific one and tells you all about it, and you get to watch the video. It's really cool.
Oh, sweet.
That is cool. Wow. I didn't know that.
So PJ says that's a scroll. Yes, that poster does look like a scroll. They replaced the tablets and chisels in our school when I was a kid. You're not that old, PJ. He says, can you put Ivory Tower's email in the description? I will put it in the description afterwards. I have their Facebook and I have their YouTube channel, and I will look. I believe I was just messaging him on Messenger. But
Yeah,
I know
you just go through. That's what I did too.
Yeah,
Go through
PJ
the
doesn't use Messenger, so I will get that for you, PJ. You know, you can text me, and I will get that for you because I know you can't use Messenger. All right, so I'm going to switch on over and show you guys gameplay for a few minutes, and then we're going to chat with Caleb and show off a new product here. So let me switch over. I'll show you guys the game. Cote Gamer splash screen Pyramid Warp.
Nice.
I don't know if my other controller works. I could probably use my...
I saw that on 50 different cartridges.
Yeah,
Fired it up, make sure.
All right. Okay, so I'm lying. I did play this. I don't know what, but I did play it. I can't say I know what I'm doing, but I did play it.
Well, you're definitely warping, and I think you're in a pyramid. So good job so far.
I'm not really sure. I think I need to touch each one of those green things. I don't even know what I did right there.
Well, it looks like you picked up some stuff, and then you're losing signal.
I'm losing signal?
Yeah, it was flashing for a second. It's back now.
Maybe because I grabbed the remote. Oh, there's a gun. Woo!
Oh, you went down again. Okay, now you're back.
All these cables everywhere.
I was going to say maybe the signal might be cutting out, like if it's a bad connection.
So there I've got... Oh, not there.
Great looking game, though. Colorful.
Seriously. I know, right? It's really vivid.
Yeah.
And now I need to get to the center, I believe.
Oh, was that the mummy you just like awakened?
I guess. Like I said, I haven't... I think I played this very briefly. I don't remember where I did. I didn't think I had played it yet, but I have. because I remember this.
All right, so you have a gun. Are you able to shoot with side buttons, I'm guessing?
I'm going to look right now. Yeah, there I got that guy.
Nice.
So you just shoot
Oh,
whenever
there's the mummy.
whichever way you're running.
It's whatever way you're running, yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's a little quiet, but I do hear it.
I never had to turn my volume up that high as I just did.
But it almost sounds like I'm hearing it over your actual microphone, not like a direct
Yes,
line.
it is. I don't have it set up for this.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. I love the. I mean, the character is so cool. The main character, it was got looks like at least 3 colors there.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Like I really dig that.
But see, something like Bump and Jump is one thing that comes to mind when I think about 3-color characters. Yeah. But it seems like this has a lot more colors than Bump and Jump had. So I'm interested how they were able to get.
Yeah, I may have
the gun.
This looks pretty cool.
The gun will not work on the mummy.
Right. Yeah, it's immune to that.
Everything else, I believe I can shoot. There's the gun. And you start off with no gun, I believe. Oh, there's the mummy. No. What'd I shoot for? So now I open it up. I can get to the center.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do something else after that.
Oh, I see in the map on the right. Looks like you have to fill in probably all that pyramid, right?
Yeah, it must be that way.
Oh, no.
You have a gun, yeah.
I did not mean to go back the other way right at the mummy.
You're kind of wedged. I don't think you had a pistol yet, did you?
I believe I did. The mummy is blocking. Uh-oh. Get out of there.
Yeah.
And I think what are you limited to 5 shots? Something like that.
Yeah, I don't see like a counter.
I thought it said, didn't you say it was unlimited, but it just doesn't work against the mummy?
Was it unlimited?
Yeah, try it out when you get it.
Oh, yeah. I ran at him like I was going to shoot him. 738.
Now, is that based on a real arcade game, or is that just an original idea there?
I believe this is Carlos, right? I'm not sure. Let me see if it says on the box.
So, and this should be a JLP game, so that high score should be saved.
Now, yeah, before when I was playing on my Ultimate Flashback, it was not. Let me switch back over here. I wanted to play again. I'm like, but like I said, these are just quick. Show you the game, show you the box. Steve Jones, what's going on? Yes, that's where I played it. PRGE last year. I knew I played it somewhere once I saw it, but before I didn't think I had. IR Geek, welcome, sir. He won the last horse racing live game in the last race. Yes, it does. It does look a lot like that. It does play pretty well. I like it. The visuals pop. Yes, they do. Steve Jones says you can warp through those flashing portals. I did that the first time, and then I kind of forgot about them afterwards. Chatting and trying to learn a game for the first time that's hard to do. And he says, yes, Carlos, is it Madruga, right? Carlos programmed that game. That's another one. It's like if he makes it, I'll buy it. He's really good. So, all right, we did the homebrew highlight. Now we've got to welcome Caleb. So he's already been here. Let me move you over here. So you have a new product that you recently put out, and a lot of us have probably seen it already, but why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about it?
So basically, it's kind of funny. So what it was is, so as some of you might know, I've been making for a while these basically adapter cables that were to let the flashback controllers work with the original Intellivision, like the Intellivision 2 and Sears, right? So they're kind of laborious. And I was actually complaining to my buddy I've been working with on these things called we call MCPs, the sort of cartridge protectors for the Coleco and the Atari 2600. But the Intellivision will be next. But it probably maybe like in the next month or two. But basically, he was like, why don't I make a PCB that you could just basically simplify and not have to do a bunch of little wiring into the serial ports and all that stuff, because it was just like, it would take me a long time to make them. It was just kind of a pain in the butt, not much fun. But, as long as people wanted them and they could be put to use, I didn't mind doing it. But so essentially what happened, though, was he came up with a little PCB board that was going to be essentially, let me pull this out here so I can show you. So basically, come on nicely. They're really meant to go in to stay in. So, but you can see here. So what happened though was we made a mistake. We got our wires crossed, literally. So the PCB actually was not correct. So you couldn't put the right one on the right side. However, it was wired in such a way that I could basically screw around with the reversals and stuff, and I got it to work. However, because of the way it's designed, I couldn't physically fit it into the Sears Intellivision. The Sears Intellivision. It wouldn't physically fit in. So I was like, well, crap, I can't really do anything with that. And I thought, well, wait a minute. What if I took these bad PCBs and rigged it so that they would actually work from Intellivision to flashback? So I was basically making lemonade out of lemons. And so I came up with that. This works where this will plug into the, you can plug your Intellivision, original Intellivision controllers or the Coty long play into here, and then you socket that into the flashback. So, and I made like a little enclosure here, which essentially sockets it into it. So I just take this and pop it in. Hold on a second, got a little loose.
A little higher.
Yeah. So then, snaps in like that, and then I've got this little top plate that, I super glue on, so, and this comes in together like that. And now you've got this nice little form-fitted thing that snaps into the flashback. And I'll show you right here, actually. I've got it plugged up. I don't know if it actually, so I can get around. It's directly plugged into a Commodore monitor right now, which I was going to demonstrate. But yeah, here we go. So as you can see, there's your flashback, or you could use the Ultimate Flashback, of course. And this just plugs into it like this, like that, and just stays in.
Fits nicely.
And you just basically plug your Intellivision or Coty, you can plug one of these guys into it now, or your original, like my Sears joysticks, which are my personal favorite, you can plug them into this and, play away. And it was interesting because honestly, I really thought, well, I don't know if anyone would actually use these or not. I'm just like, I hated to throw these boards away because, and as a bit of advanced news, of course, surprise, when I get the next set of corrected boards, I'll be making basically a more compact version of this for the flashback to Intellivision as well. And that'll basically replace my other wired one. And what'll be nice is that all you'll have to do is get a standard 6-pin, like one of those Sega extension cables, like, where it's female on one end and male on the other. And you can still extend it if you need it because, it's like I said, different situations. Yep, there you go.
This is the original one.
Right. And is that the flashback to Intellivision? The original one, yeah.
Yes,
so for Casey, since he was the one that asked for me to make the other ones, the other one I made, that I put the baseball guy on instead of a running man and stick, since that was his favorite game for the Intellivision. I changed the little top graphic to distinguish the two. It's a subtle distinction. It's literally just like the head graphic change, but there you go. So, and of course, I added the FB to it as well. So, I can imagine. I've never really been a sports fan, but I've always loved Intellivision baseball. I just love the use of the buttons. I thought that was really a genuinely fun sports game to play because of that. I just thought it was really clever.
I love baseball on television
compared to like playing a baseball game like 2600. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you get to like control every player. Yeah,
they did make a better version later, but the first one. The bullets are.
Right. Well, you actually had a single player game, right? You could play against a computer.
You were right. The bullet. There are.
Yeah, it's funny. This guy I just making use. I'm holding it all together here, but yes, I this is what I've been working on while I was talking to you guys in the call. My head was down because I was literally assembling these things. Someone ordered a bunch of them, so I'm just get them all done and mail them to them tomorrow morning.
Someone has more than I do.
I swear that people have ordered sets of 2 and 3 and stuff, and I actually email them like, you do know you get 2 of them. I'm not trying. I would hate for them to be buying say 2 or 3 of them because I think I'm charging $20 a piece. I'm like, no, I'm basically charging $10 a piece with shipping included.
So
just to make it more worthwhile. I know I could sell them one off, but then I pay like $5 in shipping. It just seems wrong to charge someone $15. You know what I'm saying? For this, if I could just make it $20 and just kind of help offset the shipping and fees and stuff.
So as some people know, there is a way.
I still want to have 2 to have for each controller.
On the Ultimate Flashback, there is a way where you can, on some people's, and it's different, it's not easy, there's a way you can switch to the controller types. I wasn't even aware of it until after we already had the set, but this is a great one-stop shop. You plug it in, whether you have a flashback, an Ultimate Flashback, you don't have to do any kind of button configurations. You don't have to find out which version you have. It just works on everything. And that's what I'm looking for. Ease of use. And I mean, Caleb makes great products, and we're going to, go over after we're done showing this. We're going to show you, he's going to talk briefly about other products that he's making and other products maybe that are in the works.
And this
is the regular flashback.
Yes, this is a regular. I don't have the nice one, the ultimate one. That was like a one. That's not a thing that's even being made anymore, right? That was sort of a
no. Yeah, they're not.
They're out of production and stuff now. Yeah.
Why get a second there? You guys know Carlos Madruga is in the chat, as you guys probably see. Such a great programmer. So many games on his resume, and I don't think there's a dud anywhere. We're talking top notch.
But yeah, so I'm playing on the flashback here, but I'm using the Sears controller. So of course it's all backwards because I didn't reverse the camera, and that's messing with me now. I'm watching the YouTube video backwards trying to play this. All right, now I'm looking at the actual monitor. But yeah, it works great, and it's like I said, it's very straightforward. And like you said, it is nice just to have something you can plug in, you can leave it there. And again, I was really surprised to find how many of you all out there who have flashbacks who have worn out your actual flashback controllers. And and they're actually looking for other controllers to play originals. Or the Koti is a great alternative because it's a brand new controller that actually is designed for the Intellivision. So
the flashbacks, I always found the side buttons to be like a little squishy or like a little different than the originals, or to use a Sears or a that's way different, way better.
I'm sucking right now, but so that's just kind of a cool thing, and I really would like to see that. I like the Koti. In fact, that's one of the interesting things too that's coming up too. Is I'm actually going to be printing the enclosures for the next batch of Koti long play. So we're gonna try and do some enhancements too to maybe kind of improve on it a little bit. I know. I don't know what is being changed under the hood. I'm strictly designing, just sort of like working with the existing enclosure. But I do know that if you remember the original review that Mike did, you could kind of see how the sides were sort of
yes. I'm very excited that you are working on this.
Circle. Yeah, we're going to try and definitely do what we can to make it just hopefully even better. I like the long play, and it's nice to have. I might be helping with the cables as well. There's that cable that lets you do the dual controller thing. There you go. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
All right. But
where you can run into at the same time.
Right, exactly, and it's like a dedicated cable, but it's a funky one. So I haven't. It's a very specific. It's like a 10-pin, or I guess 14 pins, and it's very specific. And getting the little wires to wire up nicely to a cable to me is kind of tedious. I'm just getting this thing right here was actually a really good crash course in soldering, because I had to solder 18 points on each of these, and I probably made about 20 of them now. So I've actually gotten a bit better at soldering than I used to be, because I've just had to keep working at it and stuff. But so anyway, that's the thing there. And I'm trying to think of anything else.
I want to briefly, while you're talking, also show off your website and your Etsy store. So just continue. I'll just bring it up.
Sure. No, that's fine. Let's see. So let's see what else is going on for Intellivision. So as you all know, or some of you might know about, there's a thing called the I call them the MCPs, Master Console Protectors. In fact, I might have I've got some of the enclosures here. They're not really. But anyway, to explain it in brief here, I wasn't really prepared to show that off, because I just got the enclosures, and I've got the PCBs worked out. So they basically look like this, essentially, here or there. Okay, so this right here is essentially what the thing is. And the way it works is this essentially has an enclosure, which looks, there's some parts. Yeah. Anyway, there's some pieces that go around this board here. And this basically sockets inside the Coleco. And then from there, the cartridges will plug into this. And will basically, the intent is to help protect the original socket of your various systems. So, and the enclosure, of course, is designed specifically to fit into this is for the Atom and the Coleco. I wish I could figure, where the heck did I put that other thing? I've been moving everything around. Anyway, here's one. Okay, here you go. All right, here you go, guys. Yeah, it's actually assembled. All right, here we go. So this is for the Coleco. I know this is an Intellivision. I'm going to be making effectively the same thing for the Intellivision. We just finished one for the 2600. But okay, as you see here, this essentially is a cartridge that sockets specifically, and this one's, I can see this is one of the failed ones. You can see it's warped there from a bad print. But this sockets into the Coleco and is form fitted to stay there. And then if you flip this around here, this is a dust cover that flips open and you plug your cartridges into this. So all the in and out over there will help hopefully preserve and protect basically the internal pins. Or even maybe you have some pins that are starting to get a little sketchy and you know they're close to going. The intent of this is to socket there and stay and just, again, help preserve and just help protect. Because, certainly you can take it off, send it to a specialist like Ivory Tower to get them to replace that socket. But it's a bit laborious. So if this could be used to help preserve that stuff, it's, so we've got one for the 2600. It was really funny. We were going through a whole thing trying to get it to work. We had one game not work from all my games. It was Omega Race. And I was like, and Omega Race has this funny little capacitor on it. So I thought it must be something to do with the added distance and increased resistance and stuff or something. And we were pulling our hair out trying to figure out what's going on with this. And it turned out that it's just that because of the way the pins grip the pins, apparently they're just a little bit more shallow on Omega Rays. And they were basically when it went in all the way, it would go right over the pins and not make contact. But if you pulled it out slightly, then it would grab the pins. That's all it was. It wasn't even like anything electronic at all. But basically my buddy from high school, my best friend from high school, he and I have been teaming up on this stuff. So, because he knows how to do the circuit boards and that kind of stuff. That's stuff that I don't get into, where I just handle the enclosures and the design and stuff like that. So
assembly.
It's been a pretty fun. What's that?
And the assembly.
Yes, exactly. And the assembly, right. So, but he kind of helps do the engineering part of the PCBs, and I just do the rest. In fact, I think this is the No, I shipped the 2600 ones to my friend to have him look at that. So, and that's my friend Russ. So again, the next step is the Intellivision. Though we'll be basically doing the exact same thing. I think a lot of us probably are due to some extent with our IntelliVoices, right? That's basically why I keep my IntelliVoice in, to help protect the original socket. Well, this will be allowed to use that instead if you don't have an IntelliVoice, or if you want to protect your IntelliVoice. Right. So it'll just basically sit in. I'm going to make sure, and thankfully, thank goodness to Mattel and all those variations, that every one of them appear to sit exactly the same height. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like not one's 3 millimeters taller than the other one. So because that the way the IntelliVoice always fits in all of them the same way, I believe, from what I can tell. Yeah. So that'll be good. That will basically make sure that when it goes in, it'll be able to stay and it'll make contact with the table below it. So it's not like it's binding or anything. So certainly, the Intellivision is still my first love because it's the first console I had as a kid, and so I certainly want to make sure to pay attention to the detail and make sure that it's a quality product for that system like the others. But yeah, the intent is I would roll out everything. Yeah, any system that has a socket will eventually be getting one of these, right? The cartridge for the system. So
I really do appreciate people like you that try to, make products and make things better, easier, keep things going, adapters. It's great to have people like you out there. Am I choppy or you?
Yeah, I don't know. It was you. Was I choppy to you?
Yeah, you were chopping up a little bit.
Is it me or him?
Yeah, no, he was getting. He was kind of sporadic as he was explaining some stuff too, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, okay. I saw it too, but I wasn't sure if it was me or you, but DJC knows.
I think it's just the internet in general, probably. I don't think it's any one person, probably.
Gosh, darn internet.
But yeah, the other thing too, the other Intellivision thing that might be worth mentioning, I'm also working on soon. I'm actually going to start producing battles for the Intellivision. I know that there were some that were made in the past.
Start over at pause, at least on my end.
Yeah, same here.
What new
Yeah,
product?
it must be everyone's getting affected at the same time. I basically want to make a paddle, like Pong paddle type thing.
Very
For the
cool.
Intellivision, because I know that someone had made some for a while there. I guess there was a batch of them being made for some time, but then they stopped producing them. And so these would not be the traditional like Pong ones that actually have a potentiometer, because one thing I've learned from all of this stuff is it's like the Intellivision, Coleco, basically every system except the 2600 seemed to never get a proper plus and minus 5-volt pin setup. Therefore, everything is basically on or off. And because of that, you can still do it, but it's basically like the infinite, like the driving paddles for the 2600, where it spins infinitely left and infinitely right. So, yes. So my big thing though is that I actually want to produce them, but I want people to know that I'm going to produce them for a long time, not just like make a batch of them, get tired, and move on to the next thing. I try to make things that I can keep producing, because I really want to see homebrew developers start making new games that take advantage of some of the thing. Obviously, I'm self-interest is that I like making these couplers and stuff that provide all these different combinations of controllers, but I'd love to see that. But I know that as a developer myself, it's risky to make a game that's designed to require a special paddle that's limited and is either expensive or hard to come by. So
once you can't get it anymore, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Right. Because the developers are then in a pickle where even if they make a cool game that comes out, that's going to drive the demand up for those limited edition products, which drives things up even more. So I want to make sure that basically it's a product that, people can rely on and know they're reasonably priced and they're accessible and they'll stay in production for, a considerable, for this foreseeable future. And it's all about demand. I might not have them on hand every moment, but I certainly will be able to make new ones and stuff and keep them coming. I generally have been pretty lucky that I've been able to keep everything in stock. I sometimes,
I'm not sure if you know who Michael Hayes is.
Yes.
He does hacks. He makes games. He's done Foobar, Melody Blaster 2. Several hacks on games. He says, he'd love to write for that. And he says, I make a DDR game for dance pads.
Well, like one day I would like to actually start making my own homebrews too and figure out and learn NT Basic and stuff and all these other languages. But I've been
great way to start.
Busy. But at least I know that I would love to collaborate with, like, if there was a designer out there who wants to make a game, but they need a controller to do a certain thing. It's like the couplers I make, the ones that take the two controllers. I know that you can get the ones that were made, the special ones made by, who's the guy? We took the two flashbacks and combined them into one.
Yeah, Paul Nurmic.
We're chopping up here.
Nurmic.
Paul, thank you. Paul. Yes, Paul.
From the Intellivision
he was making those for a while. But those were limited runs, and also they require the destruction basically of two perfectly good controllers that were once separate now into one. And they, and eventually that's going to wear down. So my whole thought was, at least with the couplers I make, you can take any set of controllers and potentially put them together and get the same functionality. But I think, like, where's our Robotron? I want to know where Robotron is.
Yeah. I'd be so about that.
Someone was working on. I saw a guy working on one, I think, on YouTube. It was like a rare, just little one-off video. Some guy made a little prototype, and that seemed to be the end of it. But that was kind of like my Hello World project. Probably would be some kind of. I mean, I don't personally like cloning games, but I would try and make a Robotron-like. You know what I'm saying? Like, clearly you move, you shoot, and probably in an arena of some kind.
Yeah, something like that.
Like kind of Tron Deadly.
Showcase the controller like that.
So it's so that's for sure. If there's people out there who have like an interest in some kind of control. Now, as far as a rollerball thing, that is a bit more. I don't even know how that's be a bit more involved because of the precision. You have to have the cue ball that goes into the thing, and then you have the two position rollers. The paddle, on the other hand, is a little bit more. Is a little lighter on the design part, as far as it's just basically a binary encoder. I'll make an enclosure that holds it properly and so forth. Then I would probably be working with my partner, my buddy, about as far as the circuitry goes, to figure out how to get like buttons and stuff to set up. So I think he's a big fan of retro stuff too. He and I were big Amiga geeks back in high school, and we all had our retro systems as well. So he and I probably would. I think he'd be pretty open to collaborate on that. But first thing we're doing is like the MCPs for a little while. But I would like to do the paddles sooner than later because I think that's relatively low hanging fruit. I think I could come up with something like that pretty easy. I know there are some games that already were taking advantage of those paddles. I think that some homebrew developers had made. But I would just love to see, or a combination where maybe the dial could be combined with another controller so that you could actually like do a dial and move at the same time. So I don't know yet. I'm still, but it's kind of like imagine the coupler, right? But now it's one Intellivision controller on one side, and then the paddle sits on the other. So you're holding it and you're basically dialing while you're moving your thumb on the disc. Imagine a tank game where you're on auto fire. You're sitting kind of playing Akari Warriors where you're able to target and move around, but then you've got your disc to move your body. Yeah. So again, a completely unique experience, but it would be completely Intellivision based still. It doesn't require special, some special hardware, but affordable, reasonably priced, accessible stuff that people could enjoy. So, so that's basically, I guess, kind of my current goals and then kind of like what's coming up. So, and of course, along the way, I might be helping some other people like, Coty, like I said, with the long play, producing those in the new cases for these. I'm not even sure what colors. I think maybe we're doing black this time. I'm not sure.
I like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So we'll try and come up with some fun. What's also good, I'm really excited about those because I do have this new printer for colors, as opposed to in the past I could only do one color at a time. So the idea of making just it'd be a lot more fun to have it's sort of like the way they did, you guys know this because you guys have this, but they actually put the colors, the buttons, the printing's inside the button. So I believe that's how they did it, and we intend to do the same thing with the next batch. But it will be fun to have more like color possibilities. It could be really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yes, and the print quality that you're going to bring to the table on these controllers is going to be great. Once people see them, and like on your other product, you just say when. I'll be the first one in line to get some of that.
Yep, and yours are on the way already. You got the first batch. You actually got the pair that I was demonstrating. So, and so that's.
I'm talking about the stuff you are working on, like the spinner. The different things. Like I'll always say when, and we'll talk about it. We'll have you on. We'll talk about it. We'll show it. If I have one,
absolutely,
I
for
can
sure.
try it.
Absolutely. Now, I keep you in the loop on that stuff. I usually send you progress reports and pictures and stuff as I work on this stuff. So,
we did have
for sure.
a couple questions. And I want to show real quick. I did throw up your website there, but I want to bring it up. I was bringing it up earlier as you talked, but then you started showing stuff, and I was off onto the other on the website. And I'm like, man, I can't have you little when you're showing that little stuff. So let's bring up your website really quick and show people. It's 8bitwidgets.com. I threw it up a bit ago. Where is it? Here it is.
I need that big news on that. I've been so busy lately. Yeah, I gotta fix a lot of this. I got a couple I want to work on for the TI 99. But yeah, there's I gotta get news. It's like I made the website myself, so it's like every time I make changes, I have to like rearrange things and stuff. But I'm gonna have to rearrange how I got things grouped and subgrouped and stuff. So it's a little bit more like they'll just be an Atari category rather than them all being outside of it. And the same thing with the news section. I try to keep that updated, but I just haven't been in there much. So it's kind of a fun website to make because it's basically a game engine. It's actually a thing called Construct 3. I'm not a web designer or a programmer or anything like that, but I did this website and the game inside the website, which is actually a game I look forward to actually making for the Intellivision as well. Space Mantis. You go back to the main screen. I mean, everyone kind of sees it.
So this is designed, if you guys are wondering, it's designed that you're looking at an old school TV.
Yeah, the scan lines and stuff.
So you can see all the different products he makes: Atari 2600, Odyssey 2, Intellivision, TI-99, ColecoVision, Atari 5200, Famicom, NES, Atari 7800, SMS, Wii U, and Game Station. I have not seen the Game Station one yet.
Oh yeah, that's my coupler. It actually is really pretty. It is pretty nice. It's like, what's pretty cool too is I designed it so you actually can insert it both it's meant to see. It kind of sockets in backwards because of the USB port and the buttons on the front. But what's cool is you can actually insert it 90 degrees counterclockwise or clockwise also for if you want to play NES games and play like Smash TV, you actually can load it in. You just turn the controllers 90 degrees to fix the orientation because of the way it was meant to be. You would actually hold the two joysticks to be able to move and shoot in the NES version. But yeah, this is the... so I haven't even updated to the new. This isn't on there yet either. I haven't listed this product, and that's the thing. I got to figure out how to get like better links because in PC it's not a big deal. It works, but with mobile, when you click those links to like go to eBay and stuff, they don't work, and it's just one of those dumb things about mobile browsing that is a headache. So I ended up taking out a lot of the shortcuts and links and stuff. But yeah, but I will be updating that pretty soon and adding some new products.
And so this is your Etsy store. This is one of the areas that you can purchase the new adapters. I had that link. I figured I'd throw it up there. So you do. Is everything available on Etsy as well, or?
Yeah, pretty much that, and eBay. I try to keep them fairly the same. But I don't have I keep more stuff on Etsy these days than on eBay. But I kind of keep my most popular things out on eBay. Kind of keep them cycling out there. But like these are available on eBay as well. But honestly, if anyone who hears me here, if you contact me through Atari Age and just go direct, I can knock off a couple bucks because basically it's just the fees and the taxes and everything like that that get slapped on that. So you're always better off just contacting me directly. But if you feel better going through a store, of course, these stores are here and you're welcome to go that way as well if you are concerned that I'm going to take your $18 and.
So, I mean, we can all vouch for you. I mean, I have several things and it's always been great to deal with you. It's been a good product. I mean, he's there to help you as well. You can see right here on Etsy, 23 5-star reviews. That kind of says something, you know. It's like you don't have to worry about 8-bit widgets.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I've had a few issues where things have gone wrong with customers and stuff, but it's like not wrong with. I mean, everything worked out fine, but like I remember I had sent a couple of the Intellivision adapter cables, flashback to Intellivision, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I sent him 2 of them with the DB9 ports upside down. Like it was completely stupid. Like, what was I thinking? Like I was completely spaced out. So I just sent him. I gave him a refund and I mailed him some new ones. And I was just like, this is just so stupid. I can't believe I was that dumb. And then I had like a guy who had the Odyssey coupler for the Odyssey 2, and I don't know what's up with his controller, but for whatever reason, I've tested mine with multiples, the wired and the unwired, the black and the gray ones, and they never had a problem sliding in. They're snug, they would stay in, everything's great. But for some reason, when he slid his in, they cracked the coupler. They like snapped it right up. And I was like, oh man. So I sent him another one. I suspect that the ones he had probably at some point had been disassembled and maybe reassembled and had a slight gap. Because I mean, even 1 or 2 millimeters, because it makes a huge difference with these things. These couplers that I make and stuff. I mean, it's like you make a 1 millimeter. You know, this is the one for this is the 7800 one, right? And it's just like if you make these tolerances are incredibly tight. It's amazing, and 3D printing, thankfully, is very precise as well. But yeah, but I was tailoring them with it's like when you originally did the one, the review of the coupler, the original Intellivision coupler. I only had the one version, and yeah, the flashback version was good, but it was a hair loose. And you were right when you had mentioned that in the video. It was. And I was like, well, it kind of stays on as long as you're playing it. It's not like it's going to fall off, but you really couldn't hang it and let go of it. It would just fall. So, you know, seeing that, I was like, you know what? I really should fix that. So I went ahead and made a version, but it was really tricky because it was like literally making it only like 1 millimeter wider was all it took for it to be from loose to snug. And you go 2 millimeters, you can't get it on anymore. It will not even physically clip on. It's like it's firm. So, and of course, Casey sent me the 2 Intellivision 2 controllers that to test with, so I could actually make the Intellivision 2 version because that one's completely different. You know, it was a whole other redesign because the way the back of it is. So, which is kind of a shame because the Intellivision 2, as much as I don't really like the controller, you know, to play with it, it feels so good the way it snaps into the coupler. The Intellivision 2 coupler actually does it's just funny. I was like, it feels great.
Kind of it does. It goes in better on the 2.
Yeah, it's just the way the 2 is designed and the shape of it inside of it. Yeah. So, but yeah, so but that's so again, any developer who's working on an idea for a game that would like to, you know, need like some kind of special control. It's like, I mean, I've done a lot more with even the 2600 though than I have with the Intellivision, mostly because the Atari had so many more controller variations. And so, for example, they had the number pad, and that was the star, you know, for Star Raiders, right? And that's where I came up with the one about you take a 2600 joystick and a CX40 and the video touchpad, you can put them side by side, and now you have a joystick and 12 buttons. I mean, imagine playing a Street Fighter game, you know, something like that. Now you have Karateka, where you can do a high punch, where you do different games, you know, and now just combining these 2 fairly easy to come by controllers that aren't very expensive even to this day, and could, you know, so a homebrew developer could develop something like that. Or taking like the Pong cover. It was like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Turbo game that Champ Games did, right? Turbo was like that. And that was kind of a serendipitous thing. I was actually working on a CX40 plus Pong controller coupler. And then I just happened to reach out to Champ, who was working on that. And we talked about it. And it's like, yeah, I sent him some to try it out. And yeah, he's like, these are really good. They work well with his game. So
I have one.
So yeah, so it was really cool to be able to like do that. And I wasn't doing it for him at the time, but it just kind of worked out the time. It was pretty neat. But I'd love to see more of that kind of stuff where we could create new game experiences on our beloved systems that wouldn't be possible with the traditional one joystick or one fire button on a 2600. But definitely a lot of potential, I think, with the Intellivision's coupler. You know what I'm saying? With the two joysticks, the discs at the bottom, because you have a whole slew of buttons above, right? Imagine the possibilities of having like a Robotron type game where you have the action of the dual discs for action, but then you have all these menu buttons above where you could do all kinds of inventory items and things. And then you combine that with JLP where you can actually save your progress. It's like, holy crap, you can make some amazing games now for this. And so... And again, this is one way I can contribute to that is, you know, through some kind of unique controller interfaces and stuff to open up those possibilities and be things, again, that everyone can get access to, that it's not some sort of limited elite thing that only the lucky people get to play these games because they happen to get this. You know, it's like, no, this stuff is pretty much, you know, available in whatever form. So yeah.
Very cool. I just learned that you have an iPhone.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because I saw your little thumb up thing pop up whenever you were doing hand gestures.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah. I guess I'm on this. Yeah.
Oh, great. Now I locked myself up.
You froze up. Okay, there you go.
Whew.
Yeah. Is that a I guess it's a Mac thing?
Yeah.
I'm on,
it's iPhone and Mac. I won't do it again, I promise. There we go.
I just splurged and got this M1 Studio thing because I was like, my old Mac Pro was going bad. It has a bad
Oh man,
GPU.
would that even be possible? I would like.
I don't know, but that would be cool. A light gun.
Oh yeah, okay. I actually did. It is a. I don't know for sure.
Hold on.
I think in a way it seems like it could be possible, but it all has to do with the refresh rate. It's because, you know, that's the way it is, because we all know that the light gun isn't shooting a light as much as it's reading what's on the TV screen at that particular moment. So I think, light gun would be amazing, and that would definitely be if it were physically possible.
That'd be nuts.
I would probably explore that for sure. You know, but I don't know if it's possible. I know, of course, we know. That's like I always wonder about the Odyssey 2. I was like, Odyssey 2, like they had a light gun game system before the Odyssey 2. The Odyssey 1 was a light gun game, so it's like, why did they drop light gun support? You would have thought they did that, but if it's technically possible, if the amazing minds of the Intellivision community that know this hardware in a way that I will never understand could maybe weigh in on that.
Well, Carlos, I would definitely the guy that just brought that up, he's the guy that would make a game for it.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, I'm thinking
there you go. He says, if you can make it happen, I will make it.
We find out, for sure. But I think, that would be great. And I think that's definitely, that would be fascinating, right? I mean, to make an actual like 3D printed gun and then having the lenses pop into like the little slots. I mean, you just open up a zapper, you get a pretty good idea of how to achieve it. And the electronics inside those is not that much. I mean, I remember the 3DO light gun. I mean, if you actually look inside that thing, there's just a few little chips and circuits. It's not too much, you know. So that seems pretty doable.
That would open a whole new genre up for Intellivision. That's never.
Oh my God, we'd have like a whole
before.
Shooter section of light gun games, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm thinking too. I'm thinking ways like you could have like the light gun itself could even have a way of like you mount the actual controller, so it's like you're like doing like a dual holding the buttons as well.
Where do you go?
And then of course you have the trigger and your actual gun. So
Michael Hayes says, imagine a set of glasses with a shutter mechanism to create a stereoscopic effect like the Sega Scope 3D.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
that's Roger right. Welcome, sir. Have you been lurking? Playing Commando holding an AR-15 would be awesome.
Yes, it would.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But yeah, no, I mean, but definitely if the light gun were possible, if anyone knows that it can be done, because that's the main thing about it, just the hardware is I don't know if it's the Intellivision's hardware is capable of tracking on that level of accuracy. I mean, look, the NES was basically just next generation, so it's not like it was they could do it fine. So maybe it's fully possible. It's just something that Intellivision never pursued.
Right.
But yeah, I saw the was it Diesel? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure if that's, but he's definitely one of those. He's the guy. I'm still trying to get Diesel to, if I'm saying it right. Is it Diesel or I'm talking from?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Deckel, probably.
Deckel.
Oh, are you talking about Deckel?
Yeah, Deckel. Sorry, it's just
he's the guy that knows a lot of technical stuff.
Diesel, but yeah, Deckel. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to get him to make the MIDI cart. He actually made a prototype of a MIDI cartridge that would basically let you have a MIDI synthesizer or sequencer plug into the Intellivision and make it into an instrument. That was like, oh my god! I was like, I want one of those so bad. But then he just kind of made the one proof of concept. It works. I mean, it's a proof of concept. So it's like, man, but anyway, he got busy with other stuff, and then something happened with the chip that he used. The one to make is no reduction, so he'd have to kind of re-engineer. So I'm not holding my breath, but I keep nagging him probably every so often, every 6 months to a year.
Yeah, Deckel is one of the great minds in the Intellivision community. I mean, I'm sure he does other things too, but that man is amazing.
I should definitely just shoot him a message over Atari Age just to ask the question about the light gun, because I bet he'd have a good idea.
We got a programmer willing to do a game. We've got someone that can do the 3D printing. Let's get someone else involved and see if we can make something like that happen. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I just think I just like I said. I mean, I definitely love all the homebrews and all the flavors of games that there are and stuff, and it's great. And of course, the Intellivision's always had the advantage of having so many buttons. That always gave it to me a leg up in terms of homebrew possibilities. Yep. I mean, I'm sorry, but I love the 2600, but one fire button and a joystick. It's like, how many games can you really play like that?
I love the Atari
to like B-17 Bomber. Can you play that on the 2600? Like, I mean, without the voice stuff, it's just bandits.
I like all the fast
you have to push
the fast arcade. There's a lot of games that work well in the 2600. The more complex games, I like playing on the Intellivision.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have a 2600. I think there's a lot of great games on it, but yeah, there's just something about having all that extra. Those buttons just open up a lot of possibilities. I mean, things like, again, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and such, and then it's just like, I just love these games.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll have you back on and talk in more depth about your products. Also, whenever you get one of the new ones out, we'll definitely have you back on and talk about that as well. Need to get a little more lengthy interview in and show off a lot of the products. I have a lot of them already. If I see a few that I don't have and I don't think I knew about, so I'm going to have to place an order here soon. And then we'll show off all the products. We'll show using them. We could have a whole show after the news. We'll just talk about what you do, and all the products and show them off. I think that'd be cool. Let everyone see them firsthand.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm trying to keep busy with it through this year. I mean, it's a pretty good list of things that I'd like to get done, and but I think we're getting faster with all this process. Once I get my used to my new printer and stuff, that's going to speed things up a lot as far as that. And so Duck Hunt.
He started the fireworks and froze up. Yeah,
come back,
Duck Hunt. Dude. I'm down. Ultimate Intellivision Duck Hunt. I'm down.
We'll call it Goose Hunt.
Goose Hunt.
Thanks for stopping in, Mike.
Silly Goose Hunt.
All right, see you, Mike. Yep, awesome. But yeah, so that's great. So yeah, it's just like I said, I'll be in touch, of course, Casey. We chat off and on Facebook and stuff. So as soon as I've got something that's in television relevant that is of interest, I'll definitely be sure to let you guys know, because I guess I'm looking for more things to do for the Intellivision. I've always kind of felt like I don't quite have because it is in a good place with the controllers. It's like the coupler does so much as far as that. But my big thing is I hope to start seeing some homebrew guys that want to start taking advantage of this, because again, I think Robotron is long overdue. And a lot of the possibilities of what dual joysticks could do, and beyond just move and shoot, but other things too. So,
and there's some guys, like I said, there's some guys in the stream that can really make this happen. And like you said, once the word gets out and people start, seeing how cool it is to do something different, not the same thing that's been done before, I think it could take off.
I think especially the Intellivision, because again, it's such a cool system. I've got some, ideas and stuff as well. Like I said, when I finally have time to figure out NT Basic again. But yeah, absolutely, I'd love to be able to collaborate with someone if they have something that I can help produce that will make their the vision come to life. Yeah,
very cool. All right, sir. Well, I thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. I appreciate the products, and I appreciate you giving us some of your time to show us. And now I'm going to attempt to kick this man's butt at a few games.
Awesome.
I
All right,
picked
guys.
He ain't
I
gonna be
picked
able to do
5
that.
games that he is really good at.
I mean, you could try, Casey, but
So, all right, Caleb, we'll talk soon, and we'll have you back on soon again. I'll be in touch.
All right, awesome, man. Take care, guys.
take
All
care,
right.
sir.
Good night, sir. All right. Are you ready? So this
Yeah,
is
I'm
the
just gonna
quick part of
grab
the show.
something. I'm gonna grab something to drink, which is right
All
in my
right.
fridge here. 1 sec, and I'm ready, dude. I'm ultimate.
Yeah, Caleb's great, Roger. Great person to have in the community, does a lot of cool stuff. Very nice guy, well spoken.
Whew. Yeah,
Always
let's
enjoy to
do
have
it.
him on. I need to just like every so often just have him on. Even if we just chat about things, have him on.
Yeah, good dude. And I bought the coupler from him. I love the coupler.
Yep. I don't have everything, but I thought I had everything, so I got to go make an order. I
I'd
saw a
have
few
to
things
look.
I don't have. So, Eric, thank you, sir. Thanks for being here. I know it gets late. I would like to eventually go a little bit earlier of a time for you guys, but right now this is what I've got. So at least it's been able to let me put out a show every week, which was my goal when I started. Yeah, Roger. I figured once I saw you, you had to be there already, unless you fell asleep and took a nap. So, all right. So what do you want to play first?
Should we do D2K?
Oh, boy. I haven't played that since that first time I tried to beat you.
That was that. When was that was on the list, right? I almost forgot.
Yep. I need a quick second here because I have to put my ultimate flashback back in because I was playing Pyramid Warp and I had to use the original hardware.
Ooh.
So quick second here. I think eventually I'm just going to have all of it connected up and put a little shelf thing off to the side where all the cables run and I can just reach over and switch over. That'd be much better. Much better setup.
Hey, Carlos, take care, man. Good to see you in here.
Thanks for stopping in, Carlos. Appreciate you. Kool-Aid Man.
He's always saying Kool-Aid, man.
So I picked 5 games that I know how to play and the DJC is good at. And one of them, of course, is going to be bowling because we have bowling Thursday and I haven't played in almost 2 weeks.
Right?
Make sure my screen comes up. All right, guys, I'm going to switch over here for a quick second. Device not connected. I forgot I could have played OBS cam. I'll do that next time. It's a lot nicer when you can still see a picture on the screen and not just us playing the game. All right, so D2K first.
Yeah, I figured why not. I don't know why.
Are you in D2K or D2K Arcade?
I'm in I'm going to start D2K.
What is the other one? I thought I had that in here. Is it under something else? There it is. No. I thought I had D2K.
Looks like I got it from you. You just passed it. It was up there.
It was? Oh, there it is.
There you go.
I'm glad you're looking out.
And I'm just starting it as is. You tell me when.
So, Mario Game 2.
It's just how it is right there. Of course, we'll type in the code to hear the voices.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So, what's your high score on this?
I think it was close to 60. I'd have to look. 50, either 50 something or 60.
Woo! Stu says he's playing Rocket League.
If Mark's
And
watching, he probably know.
Thanks for not playing Frog. All right, guys, I gotta look or I'm gonna die easy.
Oh, that
Playing
was
DJC
stupid.
at this game, hard to talk. Uh-oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, I already died a terrible death for no reason. Other than me being sloppy.
Oh, man, I haven't played this in a
Son
while.
of a- Dude. We can rage reset. Do you want to reset and restart? I'm always down. That
Rage
fireball,
reset.
like, randomly was... I call it the random fireball. Like, it just decides doing it again. It's deciding to just be right at the beginning. Like, I don't know what I could do about it. Oh, it ran.
I forgot how to play the darn game.
Man, I am playing this awfully.
Get out of there.
Shoot.
Oh, I don't know how I made it through that. Jeff, what's going on?
What the
Why
heck
aren't you
is
playing
going
the original?
on, dude? I'm missing a jump three times I did that. It's all the stress, man.
No! I can't believe I died there. You guys played the original?
I'm so sorry.
What were you guys doing? No, I did it again. No! I'm definitely going to lose at this game. That is for sure.
Well, I already shit the bed at the beginning, so.
Oh, cool. They played all the ColecoVision games. I'll be watching that in the morning, Jeff. I was asked to be on Retro Bliss to talk about Intellivision.
Even Carnival?
And so I was like not even ready for my own show after that. But you know me, I will definitely catch up in the morning. Oh, I forgot about that ladder. Got it.
Come on, go up. Go up. Go to your home.
Michael. How the heck are you already there?
I did it again. I missed the jump again.
How'd you do that?
A transparent girder, apparently, it went into another dimension while I jumped onto it.
No! Oh, I had another man. It took me a while to figure out the level you're on. I had no clue when I first played it.
It took me forever. I've played it hundreds of times. And it's still hard.
Come on, I couldn't go up the ladder. That was frustrating. I could have made it at that time. Well, that's it.
And right now my fireball's playing with me right now. He's just going back and forth. He knows he's supposed to go up, and he's just hanging out. Totally ruining my bonus. No! I did it again!
Yeah, Jeff, I watch Retro Bliss a lot when he goes live at work. I didn't know about the Tuesday show with Mike, and they asked me to be on, and I'm like, well, I usually get ready for my show, and then I already missing Pete and Jeff, and I catch up in the morning, but I'll try to get everything ready. I was a little bit unprepared, but I pulled them both off. But I start saving that Tuesday show now, and then I just watch it the next day. I don't get to catch it live.
The fireball did what he was supposed to this time, finally. I almost did it again, dude. I almost did the exact same thing.
This is another game I really want to get. There's so many to get back into playing because I like this one.
This next board is like do or die. It's like you either get it the first or second time or you're done. Like it's just it's like a you could have 7 lives and lose them all right here.
Oh yeah.
It's all time. Look what I'm talking about, dude. Ah. Well, this is my last life, so.
Very cool, Michael. Retro Bliss is a good dude.
Oh, cool. It just the fireball decided to stay there that time.
I was thinking, I'm like, where are you going to jump?
Yeah, like sometimes random. That's the thing in this game that makes it hard that you can't. There's not a pattern to the fireballs. Sometimes they have like a place they stay in or go, but there's been times where I'll just like start in the game and the fireball will be just like right at the beginning. I'm like, what? I can't do anything. Like, it's just like, yep, you're gonna die. So yeah, that was a terrible score, but 13-9 at least.
It was enough. It was enough to take me out.
So what's the next one, sir?
Doesn't really matter to me what order. What was the 5 games? When do you want to do the 3-game series? You want to do that at the end or towards the beginning?
Yeah, we can do it at the end.
Okay, we'll end with that one. So I know one of the other ones was I can't even think of the name. Ninja Odyssey.
Oh yeah, I just actually recently played that with a friend.
Sweet. I played. When was that? I played recently just one game. Oh, I played it with Kevin Schultz when I had him on. He picked that game. He's pretty good at it.
Okay, I guess I
better switch over. We're going to do 5 games, guys. Most of them are fairly quick. 5-game challenge.
Another great company, Electronite. Like you can't have. I've never seen them do a dud game ever.
Yep, definitely. There's so many good games, so little time. You ready?
Tell me when.
Let's go. Now I got to remember if I can what to play here. Oh, I hit the star instead of the jump.
Oh yeah, it's like when you switch from certain games that are reversed, like it's hard to relearn it.
I've only played a couple games of this, and I just hit the wrong button. Going back and forth. I shouldn't do that mistake this time.
Here we go, one down.
How do I do the double jump?
You got to get the red suit for that.
Oh, the red one. How do you tell which
play
one you
later.
have?
Then you just double click it.
How do you tell which one you have?
Well, you're blue, so am I.
Oh, so it's the color you are.
Yeah, your ninja suit will change to red.
So if you want to double jump, you just don't get the other one.
Right, yeah. Well, it doesn't come until I think the next level anyways. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think I saw a red one.
It'll be like a little red running guy or like a little red person for the suit.
There we go. No. Oh, and the little things you shoot bounce.
Yeah, I like the bouncy ones, especially for the first boss.
I don't know what comes out here.
Ah, shit.
So when I first played it with you guys, I didn't even know that you could kill those things. I thought you had to jump over all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm new to this game, but I do like it.
I'm fairly late to the game with this. Like, I know this came out a while ago, and a lot of people were playing it a long time. But so, like, I'm right there with you. I just recently started playing it a lot.
I don't know what to do on some of these. I'm in uncharted territory, I think.
Woo! Got through. Yeah, there's your red guy suit.
There we go. Now I can do double jump. What the heck? I made it!
You did? Why are you just running in place?
I don't know.
Did you glitch out?
I must have. What the heck? That's the farthest I've ever been. That's weird. I can pause it.
I didn't even know it had a pause.
Oh, I did for a I can't do it again. I don't know. Oh, there I go. I can stop him.
I'm at the boss.
Oh, look at that. Not really sure what happened to my game there, but it's still frozen. Let me switch this. So the red ones help with this guy because they bounce and nail him, right?
Yeah, because they bounce and hit him. I mean, you can get them with the other ones. You just got to wait for them to come closer. 21,900, 22,004. I don't have to keep going, dude, or we'll be here forever.
Just in case anyone that didn't catch it, this is Electronite, and it is Ninja Odyssey. Great game.
This is one of the harder stages because you want to keep this double jump suit, because if you lose it, it's not good times. I'll just say that. So there's so many of these little spiky things around. Of course, the deadly frogs.
That first frog was getting me when I first started playing. That first frog, that thing was getting me left and right. I couldn't even get past it. I think I didn't know how to shoot at that time, and I had to. So Kurt, I'm not sure, but if you email him, and I'll get the email, send me a message if I forget. He can make a lot of games. So I'm not sure as to which titles. I can reach out to him if you want. It's something else I thought of for the news. Reach out and find out exactly, have like a list of all the games that are available still for purchase. Might come in handy. And then
Mike, talk about Electronite.
Yeah. He can make a lot of different games still. You just got to email him. But Mike did a really good video on the homebrew scene for Intellivision. But I'll get where I contact them. Okay, what games you guys have? And I'll contact all of them and kind of build a list so people can know one-stop shop. Oh, that's available, and I'll just have it where you can click a link.
Yeah,
finding them sometimes is half the battle.
Awesome too.
What'd you say?
I said if they deal with the people directly, if the people are willing, you know.
Yep. So you kind of float once you hit the top.
Oh, see how I just screwed myself right there?
Yeah. No. What is that? Is that the regular one?
Yeah. So like I don't have. Every time I hit something, see, it's set up to kind of mess with you there, but.
So can you
now
shoot?
I got it again.
You can shoot any of the other ones and not change.
Well, I can't touch anything. I ran into one of them.
Oh, okay. So it's touching those that did it.
Yeah, you can't touch any, but they're kind of set up in your way. That's why. Before I do jumping, I usually will hit those, and then here, like you want to keep your health bar up, but you got to be careful too. Oh, that was close. Oh, I was supposed to probably have the other. Oh, I have them. I have the yellow ones. Okay.
Have you beat this whole game?
No, we're about to get to the part where I probably won't make it much farther.
How Slappy, what's going on? I've never played that game. Slappy says this ninja game has Adventure Island vibes. Maybe I have played Adventure Island.
It does have a Adventure Island thing. Well, I just lost my double jump, so this is where it's not going to make much. Like you need that. I'll see how far I can get, but
what's going on, Oni?
I can't even reach that.
We're at the end of the show at this point. We're in a live head-to-head, 5 games against DJC. He's up 2-0. My game did freeze up, which wasn't my fault, but I definitely would not have been this far.
Yeah, see, I needed that red suit at this point, and I feel like it's going to be almost impossible. It's my last life.
2-0, DJC. So what do you guys want to see next? The show must go on or Space Patrol? Let me know in the comments.
Ooh. No!
Oh!
Well, it's probably best.
Space Patrol or the show must go on.
See, I could continue, but we'll say 42-6 will be this score.
All right, Michael says Space Patrol.
I was playing that earlier today on stream too.
We'll be playing that one right after this one. Yep, we will play in that one right after this one. We're going to end it with bowling. 1-on-1. Mano y mano. All right, let me switch back over here. All right, so we'll do beginner.
Okay.
On the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Get my buttons here. So way back, this is a really old game, one of the early ones.
Yeah.
And once David Harley was doing level design, I was actually, before I stopped collecting, I was a playtester for when he was making when he was making levels. I got to playtest this.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Somewhere I still have that. And Rick Dynamite, I was able to test that one. That's why I was so shocked when I came back to collecting after all these years away to find out Rick Dynamite hasn't even been out that long. I'm like, I play tested that way back. It was still called Rick Dangerous. You couldn't shoot. and you only could go through the first part. But I mean, you could tell, man, this game is awesome.
Yeah.
Are you kicking my butt at this one too?
Well, I haven't died yet, but that doesn't mean well, I cleared the first level.
I made a dumb mistake chatting and looking over there. I jumped on a rock. Yep, Sean was right there with me. One of my oldest buddies. Trying to focus here. I haven't even won one game yet.
I know I haven't died yet.
Wow, look at you go.
It'll probably happen. Like, this is, I don't usually do this well.
I didn't know you were a superstar at this one too.
Well, I was literally just played like a few games of it today, and then I was playing some over the weekend. So yeah, I just did a no death run so far.
I've only died the one time so far. I almost just pushed the wrong button again though.
I kind of got back into this when these I don't like.
How do we take the names off? I forgot.
Shit.
Oh, I know. Can't see your score or mine.
I'm 113 something. 117,000.
I forgot how to take the names off. I don't normally do that.
Oh, it's under banners.
Yep, I'm in there right now, but my game started.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm not dying to do it.
Oh, I hit jump on that. Like, that was just the button didn't register for some reason. That happened earlier on stream too. You gotta just really. Oh, now they brought these guys back.
I'm 208.
Ooh. I get scared when those guys when those UFOs show up.
Yeah, when they make the craters.
Yeah, those ones they're not very fun guys.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize we couldn't see what, and then I couldn't do it.
Okay, I lost one life in that level.
I'm at 1 also still.
How did you get an extra life already, though?
Score.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're doing way better at scoring. I don't know how that happens, but
some things you can miss. They take off.
Things. Oh.
Bonus points at the end if you go fast, I think.
Oh, yeah, I was slow on the mines.
I go slow on the mines. I go slow on the mines.
257. You beat me, but keep going.
You died?
Yep.
Finally, I get 1. And not only did you beat me, you beat me bad on the other 2.
Well, to be honest, the other one you got frozen on though.
Well, yeah, but I know I was already farther than I've ever been, so I was doing my best. Says Bruce Banner. That was my hero when I was a kid. Well, not Banner, but the Hulk.
Yeah, I loved the Hulk, dude.
I don't remember
the TV series.
My mom said I would flip out if she didn't let me Oh no! If she didn't let me wear my Hulk shirt, I wouldn't go.
As a little kid, I was Spider-Man for Halloween 3 years in a row.
3 years?
Big on Spider-Man, and then the Hulk. Oh, they look like little Imperial walkers.
They do.
Yeah, but the Hulk TV show, man, I watched that religiously. That was nuts. Hey, look, there's round bowling balls. See, they could have done it.
Steve Reich.
That should be the next. They should do updated every year or so. Every couple of years they should do a new version of Stryker. We'll update the round ball. We'll do some other stuff. It'll be great. We can enter our own names in.
We came up with ideas where you could do a series, pick, I want to do a 3-game series, keep track of that stuff. There's a different leagues that you could save, maybe. I don't know.
I think having character selection. I mean, I know this is I'm not a programmer, so when I say that it's probably not, it's probably not easy, but maybe doing a different, do different body types, skin colors, like hair, facial hair, even though it's pixelated, it'd be funny, Wasn't
it you that said to have different balls and you could have designs on them, maybe, or?
Yeah. I don't know if I didn't say anything about the balls. I wanted them to be different colors. I said.
Moon beginner course. 634. I completed it.
That was nice, man. That's really good.
Yeah, Kurt, that's the 2024 version. I have the regular one, and I have the one that has the prototype ROM in it. All right, so now the show must go on. This is going to be another one that's definitely right to DJC, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Where is it?
I don't know where yours is.
Well, I got it. I know I have it.
What the heck? I have it too, but wait, what am I? Oh, it's under the.
I have it.
Key.
I can't remember. It was an early one.
I forgot about that.
I got it later. I got the inbox. I think I added the ROM way after.
I always want to look under show must go on. Yeah, there it is, Sean. Another option for the bowling, an add-on is candlepin bowling.
That would be cool.
I've never tried that, in person, non-gaming. I never even knew it existed until Pete told me.
Yeah, same here. I'm right with you on that.
Definitely looks harder, but I like the idea of that little ball. It's a lot less, on your arm.
Yeah.
You ready?
You call it.
Let's go.
Oh, man, my king was upset about his hair loss.
Can you guys hear the game volume? This is another one I had to turn way up.
Oh, yeah, I can't pause, so mine's going to have to stay down. Oh, that costed me because I was thinking about. Here, now we're turning it up.
How do you do that?
What's that?
You got 19% to my 10.
I guess I just put on a better show. I don't know.
Girl, I'm not telling you.
No, I literally thought I did terrible.
This is the one where I kind of get frustrated sometimes going up the polls. You got to be really precise.
Yeah, you got to be super, super precise. Cool thing is, the first couple levels, he's only throwing the sword at the same level all the time.
Now I can jump too, right?
You can jump or duck.
I got the ducking part.
The duck down or the jump, yeah, and then usually you'll get audience score. So if you get the audience to go nuts, you get extra stuff going.
Okay.
Extra points.
Okay, so either
percentages.
Either side button will do a jump.
Yep. See, I just did a jump and the crowd went wild.
I tried to duck and I went down the ladder.
Oh, did he go really fast?
Yes.
It's funny when he goes down the ladder super fast.
I think we're in the same spot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Only thing without our names. I need to do a custom one where this one, does it matter to have our names in this one?
To this one, not.
I don't think so.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, you
No one knows
could. I
who's
feel like
playing.
any game is always awesome, to have that. But
Next time I'll have the little custom display when we play.
that was stupid on my part. I knew that he was going to hit me. Yep, Shirley just catching his breath.
Oh, now they're shooting high and low.
Yeah, and I was being sloppy there. That was my fault. Oh, here comes the. Love how he's still spinning the plate up on top of the pole as the fire is just burning below.
Got that one.
Damn. He's on fire with the fire.
Woo! This is another game that I really liked when I played it.
I think this is the best idea for a game. I feel like this could have came out. Dude, okay, I got stuck on the ladder. That wasn't my fault there.
Ah!
But this
Fire!
this could have came out when the original system came out. I think this was possible, I think that's what draws me to this. It's a unique idea that I've never seen. That's simple and fun, but it's also I see this be coming out at during the original Mattel releases,
Yep.
You got to hit that ladder perfect. I had a few senseless deaths. I don't even think I have any tries left. That's how bad I am.
Can I fall from the top to the bottom?
Yeah, you can fall anywhere, and it's not going to hurt you. But I just dropped my percentage by 10. I still got one.
Yeah, Kurt, it's a good one.
I did a couple times pretty bad here.
Oh, no, not a fire to start. Oh! He threw something up high at me, and I didn't know. I thought it was coming, and I ducked down and ran right into the fire.
Nice.
I'm in uncharted territory now.
Well, he's throwing fire, but I need to get up there or I'm going to lose a plate. Oh, shoot. I'm just going to go fix him. It's going to cost me probably some flair, but...
So, when you're at the top of the pole, can they get you?
He will eventually with the next thing. He'll throw a bat and it'll knock the plates off. So if you're at the top of the pole, it will hit you right in the face and you will die.
Oh, okay. No.
All right, back at 41. I'm trying to make my comeback here.
Oh boy, I'm gonna. Not good. Go up the ladder.
Oh yeah, here comes this is the bat one. I knew he was going to do that. What a butthole.
Got it.
I got some audience flair going. I don't know why, but I just jumped around a little bit. I am not. Oh, he just took my whole top layer off.
Whoa, how do you do that?
With that stupid bat.
I didn't even see that one.
The plates are gonna drop if I don't get that top layer. Yeah, I might be screwed here. I'm gonna go and fix these. Damn it.
Oh boy.
Yep, he took my whole top layer off again.
Come on, go up the pole.
Something's gonna fall. I knew it. One of my plates fall. I'm screwed. My game is over.
Over.
And it took me down to 39%.
Oh. No. Woo. I think I'm on my best game ever on this. I don't think I've never been this far.
Well, good for you. No, I'm just kidding. So you're about to win another. So what are we, 2-2 now?
Yeah, that's interesting because now
it's just
gonna
whoever
go
wins
into the
bowling.
three-game series of bowling to end it. I totally didn't expect that. I thought you were gonna just kill me on this one.
Oh, you're already up to the moose. Normally, I'm way better. I flubbed 2 really bad deaths at the beginning. Actually, 3. And that's what's
Oh,
screwed
the
me.
bat.
Oh, yeah, they were in the last one, too. But it's kind of random when he uses them, so if he didn't use them as much, you just didn't realize it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, sometimes he'll do nothing, too, and that's, like, the most weird, like, intriguing one. Yeah, he just took your whole layer
Is that a
off
spike
again.
strip?
Yeah, he does the spike strips, too. You got to jump over them.
I jumped, but apparently I wasn't. Act 8. Yeah, it's definitely the farthest I've ever been. Oh, not the
I've
fire.
gotten to 9 or 10. I think I've gotten to 10, but I lost. I never beat it. So I think there's only 10 left. It's either 10 or 12. I can't remember.
So there's not a whole lot more.
No. But there's like 4 different levels, too. So, like, I think there's easy, normal, hard, and extremely hard. Which I've only cleared it on easy, if I remember. It's been a long time.
No, not that. Oh,
Nice.
man, I was nervous. I can't, in the corner of my eye, I see these plates going whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, don't fall.
Right?
I went backwards there. So is the goal always to go up, or is passing it okay too?
What's that? For
Like the flare stuff.
Well, it all matters about the mood. The mood is your score, so it's whatever you end up with after you're done playing. Because they will subtract if you take too long, or if you get. There's so many factors, I guess. Like, yeah, I guess I've never sat down and read the manual, but it's mostly, yeah, I know it's definitely if you take too long. Obviously, if you die too much. Yeah, I hate the spike strips. Those are not fun things.
Yeah, I'm not liking the spike strip. No, I was gonna run off.
Well, he did like a bowling ball, a fire bowling ball at that one.
All right, so it's 2-2 going into the final
Yeah,
game.
you got me on that one, dude.
So we are gonna play a 3-game series of bowling. Crap, I gotta switch it. Oh, do I have striker? Yes, I do. I'm not gonna switch back to the real cart. Mine's really loud. Some of the games are just not. They're different volumes. Striker. Super Pro. I went past it. There we go.
It's the most recent ROM I've loaded on. None of mine are in order or organized because I'm really stupid when it comes to computers and have zero idea how to do that.
Oh,
So it's
I
just
don't know how
whatever
to-
order it's been loaded. That's where it's at.
so did you do the same as we're bowling?
Yeah. Just
Thickness
slickness
0.
0 was the only difference.
Right hand. All right. Crap, I even forgot how to bowl. We'll just go. You know, we don't have to go back and forth. There's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, it was almost called my favorite spare.
trying to think what I freaking do here. Oop. Wrong button.
I agree with Kurt Bradshaw. Said the show must go on would have been the game of the Intellivision breakout in 1983. It would have been like game of the year, probably. Yeah.
I moved my bowler on accident on the first one.
Oh, so it didn't line up perfectly.
Yep.
Oh, it's not handing out strikes today, I'll tell you.
That's weird the way that happens.
Oh, I might miss this here too. Yep. Dumb.
Well, I got it
Why
open.
did I do that? I was trying to hustle instead of take my time there and look at what my shot was.
Steve Reich. Oh.
I still haven't got one. I got everybody's favorite spare, but I haven't done the actual spare
That
yet.
one we leave so many times.
Let's see if I can pop it over there.
Oh, that looks good. You got it.
Yeah! Gets it. At least that makes up for I didn't want another open frame. My God. Oh, freaking.
Yeah, PJ, that was the very first ball, and I pushed the wrong button. What the heck are you doing up, sir?
Stop bowling bad, he says. Oh, now I got rubber pin. Of course it stays up because I'm in a championship thing. I've played better on a random end of my stream. Wow, finally a strike. What were those? I forgot what those sounded like.
Ooh, I barely got that one. I was so close, the pin shot straight over. Woo!
Nope. See, that one decided to not move, so I got stopped.
And this is a 3-game series, so one game doesn't matter. It's the whole series. Oh, come on.
You went.
Oh, Reddit 4-pin. Nice. Where are we at here? So you're at 123 in the 7th. Okay.
Oh, that was terrible. See if I can get this New York freaking cheese.
At least it wasn't a split.
Yeah, it could have been way worse. Oh, that's awesome. Like that. That was worse.
Oh boy. Did I get this? Whew. I haven't bowled in a while. Some of the memory on what to do.
Sad thing I have, and I'm not doing good at all.
Oh, I need another strike.
Wow, they're like, nope. They're like, you get nothing.
PJ must have woke up and decided to check YouTube.
$169. That's sad. That is really sad.
It's game 1. Oh, come on, bounce back. Nope. Definitely not going to happen. I don't know. I'm not sure how to pick this one up. I think I got it.
Yeah, you did. Show off.
All right. I got to get a piece of paper here. Hey, bowling scores from last week 7. All right. So 213. DJ, what'd you get?
169.
169. All right, game 2. At all these league nights, I have never had 3 200s. I've had some amazing total series, but it's always like a really good game, barely over 200, and like a 170.
Oh yeah, I know. I did I had streamed earlier in the day for the last time, and I got I got a 257, and then I played, and that was the one I got like 2 140s or whatever. It was terrible.
Yeah. That's my goal for week. I guess the first frame I'm just gonna suck.
Oh, ouch!
I did that curve to the right thing. I thought I was going to pick it up.
Oh,
that's 2 games in a row, starting with an open.
That one at least got rid of one of the pins, so I can make an easy spare.
It was coming, but nope.
Kurt says, Casey and DJC, what are your favorite Intellivision games? 125 and Homebrews. Oh man, Kurt, I can't pick one. I have a hard time narrowing it down to 10. It would be, for me, it would be even some of them I barely play anymore because I'm so played out on them. But I would say Astro Smash, bowling, baseball, chip shot golf, NHL hockey, poker and blackjack, horse racing, auto racing, Beauty and the Beast, Pitfall.
Bunch of good ones.
I have to literally see the games in front of me because I know I'm forgetting a bunch. But
yeah, I do better with a list.
Those are pretty much my top on the original releases. As far as homebrews, it's a lot of Electronite. It's TNT Cowboy. Hold on, let me bowl here. It's TNT Cowboy. It's Anthropomorphic Force. Star Mercenary, like those are the new Dragon Quest. The Show Must Go On. Oh man, Ms. Pac-Man, Galaxian. At least that's some of them. I gotta get back to bowling here.
And as a kid, with what I had, the list would be different than looking at the whole list now, having played most everything.
Yeah, there's so much. Yeah, I like Commando is another one I like too. And I can't get very far. I've only been to the second level once and got maybe halfway through, but it's one I remember. But Burger Time, of course.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
And Diner. It should not pass out any spares. I mean, any strikes. It's like, nope, you will.
Uh-oh.
Get that.
This one always makes me nervous. Oh, good.
Oh, D2K and Fubar, obviously.
Yeah, homebrew list is a whole nother.
Yeah, I'm trying to get look over my homebrews. Lost Caves of Kraz, I still think is one of the tops.
Woo! Pin action.
It was too
This
much.
one's already set, but I'm gonna have to have you help me with the menus, though, Michael. I'm gonna do that family one. I'm waiting to get time with everyone, and when my racing dies down a little bit, I want to do that family foobar with all 4 of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some in-studio
why.
people. Oh, this is everybody's favorite spare.
Fall down. Woo!
See if I can pull it off. Can he do it? Can he do? Oh, the rubber pin. Bullshit. Well, I screwed that one.
Oh, I missed the pocket. Crap.
Oh man, awful ending for this terrible game. I'm like terrible.
Uh-oh. Nope. Oh, 1 pixel.
Dude, I ended that. I was strong through it and ended it terribly. 181.
What'd you 181?
Yep.
I barely hit. You got
So
better.
literally, unless I get like a 250 or 260, like I ain't got a chance.
It's highly doable. Okay, bowling, slickness, 1 limit.
Oh, Slappy's talking about the auto racing. Yeah, I like real steering, or like the steering that basically stays the same no matter what direction the car is. Left is always left and right's always right. That's the real steering. I know there was different versions of that, a lot of different versions of that, where I think it changed depending on the direction of the car.
Yeah, there's 2, and if you have the 1, you're going to be very frustrated 99% of the time. Yeah, that I remember years ago seeing that. I didn't know who did it at the time, so that was you, Michael. That map. I remember going through all the different tracks really slow, finding getting on other ones and driving.
Shit.
Then as soon as you wrecked, it'd be back to the other one. Norseman or Norseman 2, Kurt? Yeah, you got lucky getting that Ghostbusters. I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for mine. All it takes is for me to choke and you to have a decent game.
Yeah, it's already being not nice to me, though. I can see.
We left the same pin.
Nice.
I worry about the stupid ball curving from hitting the disc a little bit off.
Oh, yeah. I always hit with, like, my finger, like my edge of my fingernail, or it, like.
Yeah, I try. Once in a great while. The heck is that? A 9-pin?
Oh, come on. It's going to do that to me. It's like, nope, you're going to have an open frame.
Hey, I just realized I didn't have an open frame in the first for the first time.
No.
I have yet to get a strike in this game.
Well, I'm about
there we go. Oh, got it.
That off, but I did.
That was a unique pin action there at the end for that 10 pin.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got something going on here.
Uh-oh, I might have just screwed it. That might have been too much to the right. Yep. Oh, you better. Oh, you son of a crap.
Oh!
This is not going to be fun.
You got it!
No!
Oh!
Well, I attempted to get it, but it said no thanks.
I thought you were going to have that the way it was going. Ooh, nice strike.
Yeah. Now
And
here comes the 10th where I screw it all up.
Yeah, I tend to do that a lot.
Oh, Yay, I get one spare. Yippee.
Man, I have the strikes have not been flowing this game.
181. I suck.
181?
Yep.
I think this is gonna be my worst game. Now I've got 3-200 series several times just practicing, but I cannot do it in league. Oh, too much head pin. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't go too far. Oh, I did. Oh,
shoot.
No. So what year is 181? Hey, you bowled a 181 twice in a row?
Yeah, I guess so. Wasn't that my first one?
169, 181, 181.
Nice.
So I got, what is that, 618? I can't even do. I'm not even going to try to do math right now. I stayed up so damn late yesterday.
It's all right. You won. And it's your show. You deserve to win.
Hey, that was close. I called it. I said the best I'm going to do, it's going to be 3. Let me switch back over. Someone was asking. I'm like, I pick games he's really good at. So the bowling is the one that I think I got a really good shot. But it was 3-2. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's close as you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I think where I fell apart was show must go on. I'm usually way better. And
yeah.
I really dropped the ball on like I died 3 times right at the beginning and I was running on just that last life and I was like, I'm just gonna die in a matter of time at this point, you know.
I would have bet my spiker that you were gonna beat me on that one.
Yeah, I mean D2K I figured as long as I did, which I flubbed up like 2 or 3 lives on that one too. But you start with 5, so it's like it helps you, and then you get one when you get to the 4th or 5th level. So it's like I kind of hung on to that a little bit better, but yeah. And then Ninja Odyssey, I've been playing that a lot, so I'm getting I keep getting farther every time I play it. So
yeah, you got really far. Now I would have liked to see how far I could go. I wouldn't have got as far as you did, but I still had a little bit left in me until it froze. But show must go on. You had like one of your worst games, and I had by far my best game ever. I mean, it just sometimes it works out that way. But normally you go way farther than I do in that one.
You know what I would love to see, and I might have to email the person that's doing the decals, because I guess I'm going to wait to put that on mine. I don't know. I might put them on. If they're easy to remove, I don't know.
No idea.
But I would love to see, and people are going to think I'm nuts, but Donkey Kong Intellivision skin.
Well, he did that one at first, or it was a Donkey Kong one and some other stuff. And
I didn't see that.
Maybe, but it was done. It was done different. No, he was on the Facebook groups, and then he posted it on eBay. I would have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure it was on Intellivision Invasion, but I could be wrong. I could go back and find it. People didn't like it.
I'd like to. Well, I mean, I guess I can always hit them up. And
the next games could be 007 and Spider-Man. I'm not very good at those. Are you?
I don't have either of those.
I have them. I haven't opened them. They're back there. I've seen Papa Pete play Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen him play both of them. And I think I do have. No, I don't have 007. No, you're right. I saw Pete play it.
Oh man! Whenever we did bowling, I was supposed to put this one on. I forgot. I'm not used to all these changes and things. Usually, I'm just the one sitting there playing.
Well, we definitely going to have to do some TurboGrafx head-to-head with Go Game Go. And
Yeah, I think. Are we planning on that for Monday? Right.
I'm hoping for Monday. I don't think I have anything going. If I will let you. Evenings usually I shouldn't, so I should be okay.
We need to let Jeff know. I don't know how is he on. Well, he does the Astro Smash show, so that should be fine for all of us normally.
Yeah, normally that's because I just kind of put it off until we're done with bowling and golf. So because it was just one too many. Plus, I usually try to stream every afternoon, and if I don't have anything going on in the evenings, I'm usually streaming in the evenings too as well. So I'm trying to get into that Rumble partner program. So I've been trying to put all my hours live over there.
Tell everyone that might not know who you are, where to find you, and what you're doing.
Yes. I'm that crazy dude that doesn't wear sleeves and wears wristbands all the time. Well, not all the time, but oops. And on YouTube and Rumble and Twitch, I am DJC Game Studios. Ton of Intellivision, mostly Intellivision, but a lot of early retro. So 2600, NES, Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx, PC Engine, even throw a little 3DO in there every once in a while, but mostly it's early retro. Atari Intellivision is my main ones, but and Intellivision homebrew scene is one of my favorite things in the world. So, but yeah, yes, Rumble is going to be anytime I'm doing live streaming for a while now. It's going to be on Rumble. And for the YouTube community, since I am on YouTube right now, I am bringing back a ton of video content, like pre-edited video content. The reason you haven't seen me doing a ton of content, first of all, I was building this, a lot of stuff in my personal life where I just didn't have the time to do editing. So I did a lot of live streaming, but it turned out I was doing a lot of live streaming on Rumble because, like I said, I'm trying to get in that partner program and get paid and have
that'll be nice.
Yeah, because it's just some guaranteed money, and then they promote you. And lately they've been sweet. They've been putting me on their front page. The last 2 big streams I did, and we had at one point I think we had 60 some people watching, and it was live for a live show. That's pretty darn good. Just to and a lot of people watching playback. So I'm getting really good numbers on the live stuff over here. Where I think live over here, and it's just for me. It doesn't mean it's for everyone. But for live over here, I was just depleting numbers and I wasn't getting anything. So, but stay tuned because I'm going to have a lot of good edited, cool videos that will be on YouTube. But all live streams, if you want to watch me live, and I do stuff most of the time daily, if not twice a day, on rumble.com. Just look at DJC Game Studios and hit me up in the chat or just hit follow on my channel. But yeah, a lot of stuff to come. Like I said, I do a lunchtime stream, usually mid-afternoon, for a couple hours. And then if I'm up late night and I'm not out and about, I'll do Wood Grain Warrior late nights, which will do Atari or Nintendo or Sega or Turbo or a lot of Intellivision though. Anyways, I'm done with my rant.
All right. So this Thursday after Go Game Go, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, we are bowling the final week 8. I'm really looking forward to it. Even though we are numerically out of it, it's just I want 2 things. I want to make it at least look like it was close. And I want to bowl 3 200 games on a league night. I just did it, but for some reason I can't do it in league.
I'm the same, dude. I don't think I have. I might have done it once. One of the weeks I might have come close or I did it, but most of the time I play worse when we're live head to head with 6 people. But if I do what I used to always do is close out my regular streams with bowling. I'm like, I might as well do a bowling game to end the stream because I'll have 10 minutes left or 5 minutes left. And I'll like I said, I'll get in the high 2s. And then as soon as it comes to league night, nope, that goes out the window and
the pressure's on. You can't rage reset. I mean, you just gotta bowl what you do.
You're right. The rage reset's gone. I'm like, damn it.
Yep. So also Monday, we should be doing TurboGrafx 16. There'll be 4 of us: DJC, myself, Cyrus, and Jeff. If he's available, that'll be cool. I also am a huge TurboGrafx 16 fan. Had it way back in the day. Still have it now. But that's a lot of fun playing those because shooters.
Shooter.
I love shooters.
Shooter.
And Intellivision has some great shooters too.
I would love to see a lot more like
Yeah.
scrolling shooters. Like there is some like Star Mercenary is a nice one. Which kind of gave me like the Dreadnought Factor vibes, but with upgrades, almost like an RPG shooter, very light. I mean, just upgrading engines, upgrading this, upgrading.
Yeah,
but
not
like,
just a mindless shooter. You actually have something to do, kind of like TNT Cowboy.
I love that so much because it reminded me of like a space version of TNT Cowboy. I played through the whole game and won it.
Yeah, I haven't. I tried it. That was it. That's another one I definitely want to get into.
It's a fun one. I kind of want to go back and maybe do a harder level, but it was hard with just the normal level. But yeah, Kurt, you're right. Yeah, the Super Pro Golf tournament starts, so everybody better start practicing.
We got playoffs first, and then we roll into the golf league. I guess we're gonna find out this week. I'm sure he'll have it set by the last week of the show, so we can tell everyone.
Jonas is like, yeah, I never thought I'd live to see the day. I know, I'm 48, dude. I'm the same way. I'm like, dude, if my dad was alive, he would literally, I mean, he'd probably be in his 90s at this point, but like, if he was alive still, he would literally probably sit, like, he would watch this. he would watch 6 old guys playing old 1979 bowling.
It's a lot of fun. Where did I go with that? I had the full screen cam too. I was going to show my cameras where we do the where we can put in the bowling pin, we can put it up in the right corner so you can see the camera still. I should have did that this time, but I forgot about it. Like I said, I didn't have much time. I literally first time I wasn't prepared for my show. But it was great to be on Retro Bliss. I had a fun time talking about Intellivision over there. Stu has his mini. I'm assuming, or did you say mini or mine?
No, he still has his original with the CD drive.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. I do remember that now, talking about it on the show. Oh, there it is right there. Read one more comment down. I don't have my original stuff, unfortunately. Long time ago, before the retro stuff blew up, I sold all my mint boxed Atari Jaguar and all my TurboGrafx stuff mint in the box that I all bought it all new. And I got like $100 and something for each lot. You can't even hardly buy 1 or 2 things for that anymore.
I know.
I'm like, geez.
I sold my North American Turbo Duo fully like in mint shape. All my PC Engine mail order stuff, all my TurboGrafx. The only thing I did keep was a few of the boxes of my favorite games as a kid. And they were in a box preserved. So I have those, and I've returned them into like a CIBs. There's a few left I still got to do, but yeah, dude, those I regret the most. So I was out, quick story. I was out in California, and when I moved out there, I moved out with like a few $1,000, paid because it was 5 of us living in one house at the time, which is insane. I think it was maybe a $1,200 a month rent, you know? So we
sounds
all
like a fun time though.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, it's a fun.
Sounds like a fun time.
5 musicians just partying in the house, playing Intellivision. Well, me and my one buddy played Intellivision constantly. But yeah, that's when I first started learning about eBay and how Radio Shack still had backstock of games, but nothing was worth anything back then, you know. So I ordered Commando and a bunch of other stuff, Diner, you know. So it gave to the point where I was running out of money, and I had paid for the whole year rent up front when I first moved out there. And I'm like, I don't need to get a job. And I was like, shoot. So I looked and I was like, well, I have an NES, a PS1, a ton of games for those. I got a music synthesized keyboard that I really don't write on anymore, which is now is worth a ton. And I got a Turbo Duo and all the PC Engine TurboGrafx games. I threw them all in one bundle for, I don't know, it wasn't even maybe $1,000. I think like 900 something for everything. I remember packing it in one giant long crate and taking it to the post office and selling that. And it paid for, I think, I don't know, 6 or 8 months worth of rent for the rest of for that year. And you know, that was great at the time, but my God, I probably could have paid my freaking house off, or at least a chunk of it. Like, I had so many insane things for Turbo and PC Engine alone that was worth it. I had long box PS1 games, you know, like
Red Racer, I have a couple of those,
and just a bunch of other stuff, man. And it's so yeah. Anyways, that's just some of the mistakes I made selling games, especially all my Sega stuff too.
Fortunately, I have most of the stuff I had back then, but the 2 big lots that I sold are the ones that are most expensive to buy back now. So I have a Duo, I have the Mini, I have some controllers, I have like 10 games for the TurboGrafx 16, I have the Turbo Tap, and a lot of paperwork and some magazines. And then for the Jaguar, I think all I have is a boxed mint console, and that's all I've got for that so far, but I've got step 1.
I just bought another controller for my Duo controller, the original connector for my Duo R, because this is what I never understood. So they had the connector in the back that was this weird 5-pin connector that you plugged it out into the back of the Duo, and then it was the 3 composites coming out of it. But mine's modded with 3 composites just so you can plug the composite. I don't know why that was done. It's got a region switch on there, which is awesome too, so I can play anything. So I noticed like before when we did the head-to-head, I was talking with Sai, I think before you came on or whatever, and I was going, look at this. I plugged it in and it would look like an RF connection. I'm like, there's something wrong with these RCA ports. So I ordered the original connector for it. I'm hoping that port still works. And if that's the case, I'll be able to play on original hardware this Monday.
I'm playing on original hardware. Like I told you guys, I got mine hooked up. I didn't know it was preloaded. My EverDrive's in there. I can't play the CD games yet, but everything else, I'm ready.
I'm going to end up getting I've been looking at the PC Engine shuttles, which are so weird looking, but they're really cheap to just get that and buy the connectors separately. Like you can get them for $60. So I might do that and just get the RCAs or, the connector and the power cord separately. And I already have every PC Engine controller in the world, so it's in taps. So what I want to do that because that's what I'm going to need to play the Kriz EverDrive 2, because you can't have any CD or Duo running on that new one, which I'm fine with. It sucks that you can't use it on both, or on the same thing, but I'm good with that. So my Duo will do all my Hue cards. Well, I can really do it on both. So. But that might be my streaming setup is what I'm saying. Because and to get all those CD games again, oh my God, it's going to open up just a whole new library. I'm so excited.
And there's a lot of stuff I never played back there. And on the Super CDs and the different ones, and on the Duo, I got some of those, but there's a lot I haven't tried.
Have you ever played Riot Zone on the Turbo Duo?
Yes.
That is a beautiful beat 'em
up. I like that one.
Little repetitive, but it's such the sounds and the music and everything. It's so damn cool, man.
Yep.
Remember the one dude's name is Hawk, but he doesn't have the hawk. It's the other guy that has it. It doesn't make any sense.
I barely remember.
It was like the white T-shirt, blonde, slicked back hair guy was named Hawk. And then the other guy in the red leather, they had like the mohawk. They called him like Rick or something. Like,
they got it backwards.
The translation, I think, was a little off on that.
I have one of those. I have one of those new in the box, and I see Japanese writing right here, so I know that's the one.
So the Bandai and the other one with like the Middle Eastern writing on it, and then
Arabic.
Is it the Arabic one? And
he's talking about the Japanese
and the Sylvania. I'm good not owning those because they're basically 2609s with the different print on them. The Super Pro with the bubble. I got System 3, but I want to get the Super Pro, and I really want a Tandy Vision with that. But you don't see any Tandy Visions for sale anymore. Like I think if there's one on eBay right now, it's like $600 with a lot. It's like they won't. Yeah, and I'm looking for like I'll pay like $100 or so bucks if I find one in the wild. But like this Sears one, I got a killer deal on. And
I like how they're sitting there
in front of me. So Ivory Tower is probably gonna get a message from me. To do probably I'm
he's the man.
System 3 and my Sears to get modded because I want one for this is how crazy I am. I obviously got my streaming one. I want one for my living room and I want one for my outside tiki bar.
Nice. So that signature thing gave me an idea. I think I'm gonna because I have a lot of consoles. I think I'm gonna take one and have everyone at the Intellivision booth just sign all over it.
Oh.
I think I'd like that, just like a little showpiece. I mean, it's not programmers. Some of them are, but publishers and programmers. But just that big group over there, I think that'd be cool, like a little memento.
I'm trying to do, and this will be great for I want to do a live stream too, but I want to kind of do a get together, like PJ always calls it Wood Grain Con.
Yeah,
but like maybe yourself, if you can make it. And I know there's a lot of people, and I'm thinking either summertime or fall. Maybe fall might be the better, but I wanted to get a few people to come out. Anyways, we'll talk off air. I don't want to really say, but like I was saying, I know PJ would be one of those people. You would be one of those people. Maybe Jeff and Stu and I don't know if Pete could make a trip. That'd be a big trip for him.
Any trip over here is big for him.
And my friend Saggy that does all the drama stream. She's hilarious. And then like Mike and just a few other people. I wouldn't mind just getting a few, but mostly it's going to be the Intellivision crew, like that wants to sit and play Intellivision. And to have you guys come in here and set 4 people at a desk, and we'd be doing a lot of that too. And you could play all the arcades you want for free. And but we'd also, to get together maybe for a couple days or a long weekend and kind of do a live stream in the studio where we're literally playing baseball and bowling, but we're all in the same room playing 4-player games, So
Stu says he's in.
Yeah, there you go, right? Well, he's Midwest too, so that's it. Him and Jeff would probably be a little easier.
And Michael says play 4-player FooBar.
I would, once I get an ECS and this Intellivision 2, yes, because I need that first.
Once we got the menus, when we did it at PRGE, the menus I didn't understand fully at the beginning. It was the first time we had brought it up, but once we got in the game, it was fun. Tickling cow cat. All right, well, I'll get with a few people. We might be able to get a little bit. Maybe I'll have a couple. I'm always down to host stuff. It's just a matter of can all these people come at this date. Yeah, that's the thing.
Everyone bring an ECS. That would be cool.
But yeah, looking forward to bowling on Thursday and possibly TurboGrafx 16 on Monday. And then, of course, next week I will have the next episode of the Intellivision show. It's been a struggle getting everything planned out and all the news and all the links afterwards. It takes a long time to do what seems like a little video. He's like, I'm in the van driving your way now.
Hey, guys, I also have a Test Amico. So if you guys, yeah, that one I would love to play. Can you say 4-player Bomberman or Donna Blaster?
Yep.
Anyways.
All right, everyone. Thanks, DJC, for coming on, and thanks for that game challenge. That was fun. Good chatting with you as always. And thanks, everyone still left in chat. And we will see you hopefully Thursday for bowling. Monday, if you want to check out some TurboGrafx 16. And next Tuesday, of course, my weekly show, the Intellivision show, will be back. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.
Take care.
Night, everyone. Bam.